I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet, these niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit. You ain't shit, mother. Man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
Yeah. What up, though? What's popping, yo? What's happening? Welcome back. You back in the lab with your man marqnash. Get my music on. Where my music at? Let's get the music going. Let's get the music going. Let's get that music going. Let's get the energy all the way up. Yeah. What up, though? What's popping, yo? Welcome home to everybody in the neighborhood. You back in the lab with your man marqnash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else I feel like squeezing into those letters. You already know it's a hip-hop, political sports show with a comedy twist. We're going to let the jokes fly because life is serious enough. While I'm waiting for the room to populate, let me share this link. Got to share the link out. Was over there chopping it up with my guy Ricky Williams, letting him do his thing. And really like what he was talking about tonight. Y'all see the topic, y'all see what we on. We definitely on some boxing. Tonight. So bear with me while I share this link. Pull up. We lit. All right, so there we go. Got that going out. Also, man, I want to talk to y'all about a couple things that's going on. As y'all know, we just gave away a free laptop on Friday. So I'm going to play a quick clip of that, of me talking to the winner. And I want to know what y'all think. So let me copy, paste. So while I'm excuse me. While I'm letting you guys watch them waiting for the room to populate, I'm going to share this link. I want you guys to know, man, this is 100% legit. It's 100% real. We really are giving this laptop away. I'm putting it in the mail. Should be tomorrow. Yeah, what's today? 4th. So yeah, we're putting it in the mail tomorrow. And yeah, I'm super excited about this, man. So let me go over here to my channel, my page. I will show you guys the video of who won the laptop. So let me go over there and get that popping. In the meantime, please do not hesitate to do the roll call. Let me know what side of the earth you are roaming the turf. All right, so let me know your area code in the chat if you haven't already. Where we at? Let me pull this up. Free laptop. Who won? So I'm gonna give y'all a sneak preview. I'm gonna drop this video for everybody else to see as soon as the show is over tonight. But I'm gonna show it to you guys first because you are the family. You are the neighborhood. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen, let you guys see what happened with that. But it was super dope. We gave this lady, Rob G. What's up, my G? Sir Senior, what up? Jalen, what up? The Fans Corner, what up? Yeah, Rob G, I owe you an apology too, man. Sorry about Friday, you and Transcendent Sports Channel. I am so sorry. I did not mean to give you guys any kind of negative energy. I was just ready to get up out of here at that point, man. So it's nothing personal with you guys. I do apologize if I was a little short with you and Transcendent Sports Channel. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Trust me, it's definitely nothing personal. Never personal with you guys. So look, let me play y'all this quick video, man. And I want y'all to enjoy this video. It's a couple minutes, so about 3 minutes. But this is the person who won our free laptop giveaway. So check this out. I'll be back in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But yeah, we're going to get into some boxing talk today. It's going to get ugly. We're going to talk about Wilder's uniform. Some people are trying to say he shouldn't be wearing the uniform. Man, I don't care what he wear. Go in there and win. Some people are saying Tyson Fury isn't training, isn't taking this fight seriously. I don't believe that. I used to say that, but I changed my mind since then. I definitely have changed my mind. I believe Fury is taking this fight seriously, but we shall see if that is enough. So let me play this video real quick, and we'll be back with some commentary. We're gonna get into some boxing talk, fam. Let's get it.
This that squad sound.
Yeah. What's popping, yo? What's going on? You back in the lab with your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else I or you feel like talking about. Today is a great day. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you all the winner of our free laptop giveaway. And we have the young lady here. Everybody, welcome, Miss Darla Paduzzi. How you doing today, Miss Darla?
Oh, I'm great. I just want a laptop. How else could I be?
This is so dope. Now, what part of the world are you calling from, Miss Darla?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, man. Are you a Steelers fan?
Of course.
Oh, my mom is coming up there pretty soon. She loves the Steelers, and this is a retirement gift. Her and my sister are flying up there just to go to the Steelers game from North Carolina.
That's a perfect gift. Yeah, that's a perfect gift.
Okay, well, you got a great gift. Yeah, well, you got a great gift right now yourself. How did you find our laptop giveaway?
Actually, I found it on Reddit.
Really?
Reddit posts giveaways, and they have a place where they post giveaways, and I found it on Reddit.
And I don't even have it. I didn't even put it up there. Somebody put it up there. How about that?
Well, yeah, when something's put up through King Sumo, is that who you use? I think that's who you used for sometimes it collects like it collects like the different giveaways and stuff, and you can enter. But I read the rules, so I won. I heard the other two people didn't read any rules.
No. One guy said he didn't have a Gmail because he got hacked. Somebody left a comment after they won. But at that point, the giveaway is over. You're supposed to leave the comment before. It's in the rules.
You gotta read the rules. The rules.
So what are you planning on doing with your new laptop?
Oh, I'm gonna keep in contact with my family and get the microphone and understand how all this stuff works, doing the videos and stuff. And I don't, my grandson can borrow it, but he can't. He has to ask permission first because he'll want to do Minecraft on it all day.
Right. We're gonna make sure we get you a girly color like pink or purple, then so he doesn't. So he don't get too close to it.
So he won't want it. Yeah. He's 9, and if you give him that laptop, he'll be on that Minecraft faster than anything.
Well, Miss Darla Paduzzi, it gives me great pleasure to give you this laptop. Thank you so much
thank you.
For liking, comment, and subscribing to the show. And thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.
We have a diverse crowd. We have a diverse topic, an array of topics, and hopefully you stick around even after you get your new laptop. And when you get it, take a picture with it and email it to me so we can put the picture up as well.
You got it. Yeah.
Well, tell us the phrase that pays, Miss Darla.
The phrase that pays is dreams require sleep.
Goals require effort. I'll finish it for you.
I couldn't remember it.
It's on my shirt. Hey.
Oh man.
It's okay. Nah, you did great. Hey, look, that wasn't part of it. You already won. So thank you so much. God bless you. I'll be in contact with you within the next day or so to send your tracking number for your new laptop. God bless you, my sister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. And just like that, Miss Darla Paduzzi won my free laptop. Again, man, it's a free laptop. I appreciate everybody who entered. Miss Darla entered over 311 times. According to this, she entered 311 times. She referred it 35 times. She had a 0.49% chance of winning. And yeah, she won. She beat out over 67,000 people. How about that? Right? Pretty dope. So with that said, let's get into the shits, man. Let's get into the shits. Shout out to Miss Darla. Look, man, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what we on. Y'all know I love hip hop, but tonight ain't the hip hop night. Sorry. If something comes up, if I missed a good topic, feel free to reach out to me and let me know, Mark Nash, you missed this one. But we are getting into some boxing talk tonight. Y'all know we're gonna get into a little Bud Crawford pour the news at the end. You know we got to get into that, right? But we're gonna get into some heavyweight boxing. We're gonna talk about these heavyweights and the big fight going down this weekend in Vegas. No other place they could hold these two giants in a ring other than Las Vegas. And I'm super excited. Shout out to everybody who's going to be in the building. But it's down to these two right here, man. We got to see what's going to happen, what's going to transpire this weekend. I'm super excited about it. But I got some questions. Y'all know I'm going to ask the age-old question first. Before we start anything, what is this fight about to you? Is it about race? Is it about your country? Is it about pride? Is it about revenge? Or is it simply best versus the best? We're going to talk about it. Also, I'm going to open the poll up and create this poll and get the poll going. So let me go ahead. Let's get that poll going. I definitely want to know that. Starting off first, who do you guys think is going to win? Shout out to my guy, Andrew Charles. What up, my G? And World Combat Sports, I see he just pulled up as well. Shout out to everybody else who I gave their announcement to as well prior to that. So a couple of things I'm seeing right here. The guys who are rooting for Wilder and the guys who are rooting for Fury, I get it. You rooting for your guy, and boxing is one of those things. It's a man's sport, for real. But sometimes our sport can get a little toxic. Some of the things I'm hearing and seeing, but it is what it is. Deontay Wilder had a great interview today I saw with Brian Custer, and I'm going to talk about that because he brought up something that I thought was interesting. He started talking about his uniform, and it gave me cause to pause because I heard people saying, "Oh no, not another big uniform." If he's saying he's gonna wear another heavy uniform, some people are saying, I want to hear that. Some people don't want to hear that, and that's okay too. It's quite all right. We're gonna talk about it though. We're definitely gonna talk about it. He said we got to stop bringing up Bud on Ricky's Live for health reasons. You can see the blood pressure rising. Yo, I tell him that all the time. I said, bro, you're going to get an aneurysm, man, live on air. I ain't wishing that on you. But my boy Ricky be like, keep trying to tell y'all. Mark, shut up. Mark Nash, you ain't listening, nigga. No, I'm joking. I don't know what. I don't get it. It's just boxing talk. So it's all right. But we are going to disagree. And sometimes the conversation can get a little toxic, but that's okay. But the fight is going down this weekend. Oh, let me click this real quick. I got a couple things I got to fix this real quick so they can't just be in my chat without subscribing. We don't need none of that. So let me fix that. But y'all let me know real quick in the chat. Yes, in chat. Y'all let me know real quick as we're waiting for the room to populate. Who do you guys think is going to win this fight and why? Take your emotion out of it. And just tell me who do you think is going to win. I don't want to hear, well, Wilder made excuses. He hurt Mark Breeland. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to know the real for real. Who do you think is going to win and why? All right. Now, I had this poll going on my community tab as well. Can y'all hear me? There we go. Had this poll going on my community tab as well. But I loaded it up more. Wilder by KO, Fury by KO, Wilder by decision, Fury by decision, or draw. I'm just going to ask y'all straight up, who will win? Period. Wilder, Fury. And I'm gonna post that in the community right now, and I'm gonna see what y'all say. So y'all should be seeing that in the community tab. Who will win this fight and why? So make sure y'all fill out the poll is in the. I have one on the community tab, but right now I got it in the chat. Who will win? Right now says Wilder. We had 3 people voting. I got Wilder, and it's 100% Wilder. I'm gonna make sure I got this phone number scrolling at the bottom of the screen because this is gonna get toxic, man. But I'm built for the shit. I can take it, man. We're gonna have a good time too. We're gonna let the jokes fly. We're gonna have a good time. But I get it. This topic is gonna split the room, as it should. This is a heavyweight trilogy. Some people saying Deontay Wilder got robbed in the first fight with a long count. The referee said, I did it in the spirit of the game. For the spirit of the sport. I ain't never heard of that. This ain't the amateur. This ain't the amateur. Not the amateurs, bro. You count to 10 and you get your ass out the way. We don't need you in there doing anything for the spirit of the game or the spirit of the sport. You count. You don't let the man put his arms on your shoulders and shit. Gave him a hell of time to regroup. I think that might have been one of the first times we started seeing stuff like that too. It probably happened before, but that's when it stood out to me. I'm like, you letting them recover. Usually they'll stop the fight when the guy's eyes roll back like that. But y'all see the question on the panel. Who will win the fight? Wilder or Fury? I got Wilder versus Fury, so let me fix that. Let me get on point. There we go. Wilder or Fury. So here's the thing. Some people are saying Fury is not training for the fight. I don't believe that. I think those are the excuses being made already for if he is not successful. I just think people are making excuses already for if he's not successful. Now, I don't like Wilder wearing that another heavy uniform. I'm going to show y'all the uniform too. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know how much this weighs, but I do understand it's made by the same people who made the prior uniform. Now, let me see if I can go to this Instagram Glam Squad. And I want y'all to see some of this. Is this it right here? Is this it? Let me pull that up for you. Get that right on the screen for you. That ain't it. I think it's a company called C&D. So I'm gonna let y'all see that as well. But it looks very similar to the last uniform. Now, like I told y'all before, if I had my way, I would tell the guy to come in the ring with a damn towel on like the old Mike Tyson used to do. I'd be cool with that. I'd be definitely cool with that. So, like they said, quote unquote, no excuses. I think they could have built this fight as no excuses. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a dope way to build this fight. Because the first time I get it. Some people are saying Fury outboxed him. But what you guys forgetting is he got 2 knockdowns. That's 4 points. At that point in the fight, all you needed was the judges to give him 2 rounds anywhere. And he got a draw. Simple as that. 2 rounds anywhere. And them first couple rounds, it's hard not to give those to the champion. He might have stole a couple rounds early. Then got his 2 knockdowns. Shit, that's your draw right there. I was at a fight party that day, and I was telling everybody in the house, oh, this fight about to be a draw, homie. I told him, this is about to be a draw. People was like, and you can see the people in the fight party. People was looking sad. But you know there's a lot of black folks in there, right? Oh, yeah. The niggas was sad in there. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry to anybody of any races and different persuasions that we have in. Oh, yeah, but the blacks were upset. Not because the white guy won, but their guy wasn't performing as well as they thought he could have and should have. So let's get past that part. So we go into the second fight. Anybody who has seen Deontay Wilder fight before knew something just wasn't quite right with our guy. Like, yo, it's kind of, yeah, this just don't look right. Sun just wasn't looking right in the light. Keep in mind, I got a poll in the chat. Please check out the poll in the chat. Let me know who do you think is going to win. Wilder, Fury. Right now, we only got 7 votes. It's 71% Wilder, 29% Fury. Please make sure you click that poll that's in the chat. All right. So the second fight was a lot of controversy. And I know some of y'all are thinking, I want to hear that. And some of y'all probably going to tell me for the people who said he cheated, you're going to say what? Silence. Shout out to Dragonfly Jones. I get it though. You want to ride for your guy. You want to believe that, hey, my guy won fair and square, and if your guy lost, you don't think your guy just lost for nothing, right? So I was watching Deontay Wilder interview with Brian Custer. I'm about to pull that up, and we're going to go through that, and we're going to dissect some of the things I saw and heard in that interview. But I want to start off by asking you guys, who will win the fight? Let me know your area code as you pull up. Please give me your area code. Let me know what side of the earth you are roaming the turf. Let's get to these. I'm gonna pull up that interview, but I want to show you this outfit. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Now I don't know if this is permanent, if this set in stone, but these are looking like what they might use. This is courtesy. I saw this. I believe the Boxing Voice did a breaking news on this earlier today. Let me see if the post is still up. But I want you guys to look at some of these outfits and tell me what you think, because this is not it right here. This isn't it. Here we go. Where is it at? All right. So Cosmo and Donato looks like they're making a uniform for Wilder. So I'm going to show you guys what this uniform is looking like, and I want you guys to give me your take. Shout out to 718. C-Mac. Hell of a IG live you had the other day, bro. I appreciate you allowing me to get up there and cover that fight with you. It's always dope seeing these young amateurs go to war. Where we at with the chat? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Andrew Charles said Wilder's mindset right now isn't at. Fury not winning this one. Boxing is anybody been in there tell you yes. Everybody got 2 hands and 2 feet for the most part, right? Who get in there, but everybody isn't competing on the same level, as we all know. Sir Senior said, I got Wilder because he seems more ready and prepared all around. Now, Wilder did have a couple clips up on his IG. I saw, shout out to Mike on Sports. I didn't like the way he looked at certain spots when he dipped low, and I can tell he was tired. It was fatigue, and he was fighting through it. But Mike had pointed out the way his form was. Mike didn't quite like it, and I think I and a lot of his chat agreed as well. Shout out to Andrew Charles back in the chat. He said, I heard someone say that's just an early design for the old uniform that his team puts out the concept art for the old uniforms before. Oh, okay. Okay, then that would make sense, because it does look like the old uniform. It looks very similar to the old uniform. So that would make a lot of sense. Charles, Andrew, I appreciate that. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Ricky, for sharing the link to your audience and your platforms. You know, we believe sharing is caring, man. If you have over 1,000 subscribers, please share the link, especially if you see I'm out there sharing yours. It doesn't only take a couple seconds, and you can delete it the next day. I don't care, but share it while we live. I appreciate it. Shout out to BX. He said, like the video, guys. So look, man, we're going to get into this topic, but I could be wrong. I want to be wrong about this uniform because, like you said, Drew, it does look like the old uniform. But I don't care. The brother ain't. I saw him on the interview with Brian Custer. Did anybody see the Brian Custer interview today? Before I continue on. Did anybody see the Brian Custer interview today? My guy right here, what you like to know? What's up, my G? Has anybody seen it? We'll play a clip of this. The brother said some interesting things here. and I want y'all to hear he sounds. But let's be clear, he always sounds like that though. He always sounds like he's ready for war. He always sounds like he ain't playing around with you. He ain't playing around. But I in my heart of heart believe this fight, one way or the other, it ain't going the distance. One way or the other, it's not going the distance. That's why the thumbnail is set. He said, nah, I ain't peeped the Brian Custer interview. Shout out to Rob G. What I will do is, I'm going to pull it up. But the thumbnail I had right now, it's the thumbnail because I was thinking, this fight ain't going the distance. Is it going to look like Fury Wilder won in the 12th round? Or is it going to look like part 2? See, I was of the mindset as well. Fury won't take this fight seriously. I was seeing Tyson Fury joking and clowning and playing around and stuff like he came in to weigh in where the face off the first time with his shirt off, just being kind of goofy, joking around, very jovial, very in a playful mood, almost childlike. Wilder didn't have no jokes for him when playing with him at all. I thought that was important and I thought that was telling. But I'm going to open the phone lines up because as we cooking this show, I got to hear what you guys think. I want to know how you feel about this fight. Because this is a big one, man. This one right here is going to end a lot of talking. It's going to end a lot of BS going on. This fight has split up the culture for far too long. Because some people, let's be clear, some people just don't like Wilder because he's a black guy talking about being pro-black, wearing African shit with a king crown on. Let's be clear, man. I said this to one person, and the brother was like, got a little upset. I won't say his name. If he want to mention it was him that I was talking about, that's cool. But the homie was like, his blackness? His blackness. marqnash, his blackness? I'm like, hell yeah. That shit is intimidating to some folks. They hung proud black men a long time ago. Sometimes not that long ago. Okay, or am I lying? Am I telling the truth or I'm telling the truth, right? And it's truly unfortunate. So we're going to get into that Brian Custer interview. But before I do that, I'm going to open the phone line up and I'm going to see if I can get a couple quick calls in and get y'all take on this fight while I'm setting up that Brian Custer interview. So in the words of the late, great Miss Cleo, am I scrolling at the bottom? Call me now, 678-381-1938, 678-381-1938. Call me now. I'm going to put you on the air, take your call, and let me know who you think is going to win this fight. Let me make that a little simpler, too. I'm going to just put it Wilder or Fury. Wilder or Fury. Simple as that. Call in, tell me who you think is going to win. Tell me why. Do you feel like Fury cheated the first time? Do you feel like Wilder made excuses? Because look, I'm going to keep it a thou wow with y'all. When I watched that second fight in real time, I was just like, all right, this motherfucker going in. You know what I'm saying? He pushing Wilder back. That first shot, I believe, was behind the head. I was just like most of you guys. I thought he was bleeding out of his ear from a punch. Come to find out later, it came from a scratch. And he's like, how are you able to scratch my ear? I remember that. But the real for real is this. In real time watching the fight, I didn't see the gloves flop. But once I saw it, now I can't unsee it. It's like one of those things. You get what I'm saying? It's like seeing the magic trick or knowing how, how something works. Once you see how it works, it's hard for you to unsee it. Let me go to the chat while I'm waiting for the call and I'm setting up this Brian Custer interview. See, I got a couple of the homies pull up. PGH Big Dog, what up? Hey, look, the lady who won my laptop, bro, she from Pittsburgh. How about that? Seemed like a sweet lady too. She's a grandmother. Yeah, she's a good lady. I'm glad she got it. She deserved it. 678 678. You got to roll your window up. Got to roll your window up or something. It's real loud. 678. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? It's Full Counter Boxing, man. I'm out of Texas. What's happening?
What's popping, my G? Hey, man, who gonna win this fight? Poor Counter Boxing and why? Hey, you got to roll your window up or something, brother. It's like it's a lot of. I don't know if it's the Bluetooth. If you got a headset,
yeah, I got a headset on.
Yeah. Can you take me off the headset? That's really bad. Is that possible?
Okay.
It's buzzing.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's buzzing real bad. Oh man. You're killing me, man. You're gonna make us lose our audience, man. Can you take that off the Bluetooth and call me back?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, you
All
got
right,
it?
then.
You got it?
All right, I'm going to do that.
Okay, you sound good now. You good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hey, Wilder or Fury, you said your name is Poor Counter Boxing, right?
Yeah.
I think I follow you.
Yeah.
I think I follow you.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Who going to win this fight?
What's it? Well, I think Deontay Wilder's going to win because, like you said, man, you know, in that first fight, you know what I'm saying? You know, I checked out, you know, when Wilder entered the ring, he didn't look right. And, you know how you just be watching, you know, the fight, really analyzing everything. And when I seen them gloves, I saw him, you know, I was like, what's going on with the gloves, bro? And, you know, I was in, you know, I'm a truck driver, so I was like in a part of the country where I was in one of them bars where a lot of people were going for Fury.
Okay.
And it was a lot of black guys going for Fury too. And you know, I was like, man, you don't see them gloves, man. You don't see this man ain't got no legs. I'm like, what's going on? And so I think Deontay Wilder's going to win, not only because he's you know, he's motivated now. I think he's got a lot to prove, you know what I'm saying? So he's got that burning desire. You see, he's working hard. You know, one interesting thing I saw was, well, I thought before he was working as hard as he is now, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't working as hard as he is now. So now we're about to see a different Wilder, more dedicated and more motivated to win. So I think that's going to make the difference in the fight. I think Tyson Fury cheated. I think he ran over to England to get on them steroids, you know what I'm saying? So he'd be out of Wilder's reach. And I think he's doing everything he can because he's a confidence fighter, you know what I'm saying? He always got to, you know, find some kind of, you know, confident something, you know, have something to feel confident about so he can train. You know, he's got to get motivated himself. But since he cheated in the second fight, I don't think he's going to be able to match Deontay Wilder's passion in the ring. And I just think, you know, Deontay Wilder's going to, you know, use his new tools to go to that body. And I think Tyson Fury ain't ready. I don't think he's mentally ready for that kind of fight, that kind of dog fight. And I think it's going to be end round 3 or 4. And yeah, I think it's going to end round 3 or 4 because I think the man is, you know, because you imagine if somebody cheats you out of something, you want to come back and get it, like Roy Jones with Montel Griffin, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he came back. You know, he didn't come back in there playing. He came back in there to win. And I think Deontay Wilder going to come back with that same ferocity. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come back with that same kind of passion. And, you know, I don't think Fury is ready. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs all those advantages. I think he needs the steroids. I think he needs all that to keep his confidence up, just like he cheated in practice, putting that stuff in his gloves and that guy busting him out. You know what I'm saying? Where he had to
Asbury.
Yeah, Asbury. You know, when he loaded those gloves up. See, he need all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, for his, you know, to keep his confidence right, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know, Deontay don't need none of that. So, you know, he needs to do all this stuff just to get himself on an even playing field in his mind to beat Wilder. And, of course, he needs the dirty tactics, hit him in the back of the head. And I think Deontay is ready for all that stuff now. I think he see what Tyson Fury is. I think he's ready. If he, you know, hit Deontay Wilder in the back of the head, I hope Lee Scott told him to hit him low. You know what I'm saying? You got to get dirty. You got to fight dirty with dirty. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that can stop this from being a win for Deontay Wilder is if they got the judges or if they got the refs like they did Concepcion, like that, like taking a point from him for no reason and
So
that
you don't
kind of
think
old
it's
crazy
a way,
stuff.
so you don't think it's a way Fury could outbox Deontay Wilder? Especially if, going by what you said, he's coming in there angry, he's upset. You know, you can beat up an angry dude. The angry dude isn't, you know, isn't thinking clear sometimes.
Yeah, you
remember what's his name? Duran did that with Ray Leonard in the first fight. Got Ray Leonard so mad that Ray Leonard fought out of character.
Yeah, you know, anything is possible. You know, I think Andre Ward kind of warned Deontay Wilder about, you know, pulling back a little bit off of the, you know, some of the rhetoric and some of the, you know, some of the passion he got going on. But, you know, some people, you know, they operate better, you know what I'm saying, when they're angry. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know, I don't know if you ever had your adrenaline going and got hit and you just walk through that. You know what I'm saying? You eat that. And you know what I'm saying? So it can work both ways. Yes, it can get them knocked out. But we just going to have to see. You know what I'm saying? You know, this man has egregiously, you know, learned Deontay Wilder wrong. And, you know, so it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? You know, the man had he destroyed Klitschko's winning streak for 10 years. Using PEDs, coming in there. Now he destroyed Deontay Wilder's legacy. You know what I'm saying? So this man has done a lot, you know what I'm saying, to mess up boxing history. So, you know, I just think Deontay Wilder's going to be able to pull it off with his, you know, he's going to be able to control that aggression. You know, we'll have to see after, you know, he hit him, you know, good, you know, you get him a good lick in there and see if he don't go crazy, or see if he just stick to the what he's learned from Malik Scott.
For sure.
And also,
say your last. Go and get your last bars off, and I'm gonna have to. I don't mean to let you go, but I got to get another caller. But you know, you're more than welcome to pull up and you know, chop it up with me on the panel and you know, get your bars off if you didn't get everything off, or you can call back in. But,
all right.
Go and say your last thought.
All right.
Before I let you go.
All right, man. This full kind of boxing, man. Y'all catch me on YouTube,
right?
And you know what I'm saying, you know, let's get that fight, support my man Nash here, man, and you know, that's all I got.
My
all
G,
right, see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, call back, man. Yo, I appreciate it. 347. You on the line with marqnash. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Big Steve calling from the Bronx.
Big Steve from the Bronx, the boogie down. That's what's up, my G. Hey, man, Wilder and Fury. Who you got?
Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this, my brother. I want Wilder to win. I definitely don't want Fury to win, but I'll say this. Wilder will experience the same thing as before if he has not learned how to box.
Hold up.
If he does not learn.
Hold up.
Listen.
Hold up.
If he doesn't learn how to take good.
Oh shit! You said Wilder might lose again. Let's go. Let me hear it.
He may lose again, and like your previous caller said, he's angry, he wants revenge, he wants that. That's cool. But if the man has not learned how to box and take those good shots instead of throwing those wild and crazy, you know, angry shots, the other guy is going to just tear him apart. Just a Fury's going to tear him apart, just like he did the other fight. Wilder is an extraordinary fighter. He has power. You know, he's very strong, but he goes crazy and he takes bad shots and he ends up leaving himself open. And a real boxer will know how to get to him and break him down. That's what Tyson Fury did to him. You see, so Wilder has to learn to take clean shots. He has to learn how to time the shots. He has to learn how to throw the jab, set up that power right, and take good targeted shots instead of this wild, crazy, incredible Hulk style that we've been seeing in the past. Because as you can see, it doesn't appear that it's working with a boxer, somebody that knows how to box. You see it? So if he's changed that style and he paces himself and takes good shots, lead with the jab, You know what I mean? And that wild, crazy energy, put that into good shots, calculated shots instead of these wild haymakers, then you may have a good chance. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking in this fight to see if he has gained any technique and have they trained him to take better shots and to control that anger, you know, and know how to release it behind a good jab or a good, you know, follow up or a hook or a cross, you know, just choosing your targets instead of wildly swinging. That's what I'm going to be looking for in this fight. If he can do that, he's going to knock out what's his face. That guy's going to get knocked out. There's no doubt about it. You know, but if he goes crazy again and starts swinging crazy, you're gonna see the same result. That's just my opinion.
Damn, man. So are you putting money on the fight?
Say that one more time.
Are you betting on the fight?
No. I'm not a betting man. I'm not a betting man. I just like the pure entertainment.
I ain't mad at you, man. This one right here could go either way. Me, I like to bet on the underdog, and for me, like, it's shocking to me. Wilder is a slight underdog on certain polls, but to win that big money though, you got to bet on him knocking him out like in the first round or the second round, third. Like that's when you win. Then like it's like 5,000 to 1, like some shit like that. They had knock him out in the first round.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. But did you see that Brian Custer interview today?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, I'm about to play it real quick. I'm play some clips of it. We're gonna break it down, man. Feel free to call back in, bro. Did you have anything else you want to add?
All right, man. Take care.
You had anything else you want to add? Who you picking, bro?
No, I'm good.
Porter or Crawford, though? I mean,
I'm good. No, I'm good, my brother.
Hold up, Porter or Crawford, real quick before I let you go.
Say that one more time. You got broke up.
Porter or Crawford, before I let you go. Who you got?
Oh, I don't know so much about that. I don't know who that is. I know about the Fury fight.
You don't know about Sean Porter? Sean Porter, Bud Crawford. Okay, interesting. All right, cool.
All right,
man, get up out of here. What do you mean you don't know about my guy, Bud Crawford? I'm shocked. I'm appalled. But that was definitely a good call. Let me see where I poll at. All right, our poll is 76% Wilder, 24% Fury. Interesting, man. That was a good call, though. He made his case. So, look, Deontay Wilder was with Brian Custer. All right, cool. Well, I'll take it after this one. 347, you on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
marqnash, my brother. You know it's your boy C from the BX.
Hey, Steve from BX. What up, though? How you feel, my G?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm always good. Even when it's bad.
Oh man, let's see. Wilder and Fury, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man, because you know we all want to see Wilder win. But let's just keep it real. You know, with Malik Scott in his corner, it makes a big difference. But everything that they've been working on and doing, we got to see how's that going to work in there with him. Now, we all know that Fury, we haven't seen him in the gym, we haven't seen him train, we haven't been seeing him do anything but, you know, just jerk around. But, you know, the real question to me is not so much who is going to win. The question is it going to be any excuses for the person who loses? You understand what I'm saying? Fury can't come in there with his loaded gloves. It's none of that. Wilder can't come in there with the big black suit that he had on and use that as an excuse if he loses. It's none of that. You know what I mean? It's all fair games here. You know what I mean? The best man is going to be the top guy at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? In the division, period. But me, I'm going to go with Wilder, not just because Wilder's black or any of that. I just feel like he's a better man.
And it's okay.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with you going.
Yeah, I say but he is black, and there's nothing wrong with sticking with your own. Everybody else stick with their own. It's okay.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because if Wilder was doing anything, if Wilder was doing anything that Fury was doing right now, it would be a problem. I would have an issue with Wilder if he was doing any of the things that Fury was doing. But I'm not gonna lie. It's all on piece of Fury this week.
Hey, you starting to clip up at the end again, brother. You said it was all RIP. Hey, look, how do you feel about the people?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can still hear you, but it's just not as clean as it could be. What do you say to the people who say Deontay?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you got on speakerphone or Bluetooth, but yeah, if it's on speaker or Bluetooth,
Let me,
sometimes.
all right, no, I took you off speaker. What you said now?
Now, what do you say to the people who say we heard this before from our brother, the Bronze Bomber? What would you say to the detractors? You know what I'm saying? Because we,
As far as hearing what you heard, what from them before.
I'm coming for, I'm coming for bloodshed and all of that. I was like, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. He was saying this. He said this before the second fight.
It's different from these. It's different from these first two fights. You see Wilder really not. You just recently really started seeing him speak, and it's just a different Wilder. He's focused. I mean, just look at his training. His training is totally different from when he was with Mark Breeland. Just pay attention, you know what I mean? And a lot of people didn't agree with Malik Scott being his trainer because they were like, how the hell do you go to a guy who you beat? You know what I'm saying? But let's just be real. I mean, Rocky Balboa went to Apollo, even though that's a movie, but he went to him and he beat him. You know what I'm saying? But he helped him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, It makes perfect sense. If a man can help you, you know what I mean?
Did you just use a Rocky reference, bro? Okay.
Yeah, listen, I know it's a movie. Look, I'm in my moment right now.
All right, I'm gonna tell your moment, my
listen, yeah, but it's all good though. But for the people who say that, listen, man, if you don't believe that if you don't believe that he's gonna pull it off, hey, just tune in Saturday night.
Absolutely.
So I think tune in Saturday night. Mark, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm sure there's other callers, man. Listen, everybody who's on here, please continue to support my brother Mark Nash. He is one of the greatest guys that you can ever know, man. And hey, and if y'all get a chance, y'all can check me on IG, the No Duck Zone podcast. Check me on Facebook, McLean's Promotion, man. Peace out. Peace to everybody. Have a good month. I love you, my brother.
Much love, bro. I'll see you on the live tomorrow. God bless you, man. Thanks for calling in. It's my guy C-Mac right there. Shout out to Clarence McLean. Follow him on IG. Follow him on IG, the No Duck Podcast. The No Duck Podcast. The No Duck Podcast. Definitely dope. Shout out to my guy. That guy Eclipse is in the chat. See him out there. Y'all know me. I used to get it in Ohio. Let me play this before the next caller call in. We'll play a little bit of this. Keep in mind, guys, we got a poll in the chat. Who will win the fight, Wilder or Fury? Please make sure you take the time to fill out the poll. Let me go to this clip. This is Brian Custer talking to the Bronze Bomber today. This went down, and Deontay is I believe he started talking to him about the weight and the weight he's going to come into the ring. Let's see how this goes.
Not only be bigger, but more muscular in this fight. I think the first fight you were 212, the second one 231. Will we see a bigger, more muscular Deontay Wilder?
To be honest, when I went out,
y'all can hear the audio, right? Y'all give me a thumb up out there if y'all can hear the audio.
When I went out to fight, I was at 205, 209. And by the end of the fight, I dropped to 205. I got a high metabolism. And when I sweat pounds off. And it's crazy. But at this point in time, I got a great nutritionist. And I got a great doctor that's around me that I talk to every day, that I spend time with every week. And we've got that under control. So you're definitely going to see a bigger Deontay Wilder, more muscular Deontay Wilder. I'm bench pressing a little over 350 now. Wow. I did.
So how do y'all feel about that? Deontay Wilder talk about he bench pressing 350. That's what he's talking about in this interview today. Shout out to my guy, Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today, USA Boxing. Appreciate you pulling up, Coach, man. It'd mean a lot to me if you'll share the link. Please share the link for me, Coach. It'd mean a lot. So we talking about this interview right here that the Bronze Bomber did with Brian Custer, and Brian Custer was talking to him about the weight he's coming in at, and Deontay Wilder is talking about he's benching over 350 pounds. Let's play a little bit more of this
video where I stopped at 350, but some certain things just not to be shown. I show a lot of things on the internet. I know Malik, he show a lot of things, but we don't show it all. We always talk about we're not going to give them everything. We're going to let them guess a little bit. We're going to let them wonder a little bit, and we have fun when we post certain things. And certain things that we post, it probably could have been something old that we done, and we just wanted to release it, at that moment in time. So, it's been great all around. All my guys is happy.
So it's a lot of weight, man. And he said sometimes they post the stuff afterwards. Do y'all believe that? Is that cap? Because I'm sure you guys heard the whispers and rumors where people's like, he was struggling, his form was bad, things like that. I'm not a weightlifter, obviously, but some people know. But we all can agree on one thing: it's not a weightlifting contest, right? We seen the guys with the most chiseled, sculpted bodies go in there and get put to sleep, or their arms are too tired to carry on, because boxing, you use different muscle groups, right? But let's go on to another part. I want to go into what he starts talking about, because that was important to me. How do you guys feel about him coming in at heavyweight? Because he still kind of brushed over that. He didn't exactly say what weight he would be coming in at. He's just talked about, I'm gonna be a bigger, stronger, and muscular guy. He talked about the double standards, how you how the media looks at certain things. Let me see, is this right here? Because he talks about brutality, and they ask him about John Fury. Let's go to that part.
John Fury, who is Tyson's father, and I'm quoting him, he predicted he will not only, quote, retire you, but he's promising blood and injuries for you. What's your response to that?
Hey, it wouldn't be boxing if I didn't hear such beautiful words to explain what's going to happen, because I'm looking for something even more brutal than that. So if people want to crucify me over talking about taking lives and all that, then, hey, you got to play both fields, baby, because they've said many things about killing me and all that, but you don't hear nothing. But when Deontay Wilder says it, then everybody also always want to take it seriously. Always want, well, he said all of this and this.
Let's stop right there. See, I get where Deontay's coming from on this, because I remember when he said he wanted to catch a body in the ring, everybody lost their mind. Y'all remember that? When he said, I'm going to catch a body in the ring, everybody lost their mind. But on the flip side, they don't keep the same energy on the other side. And I get where the brother's coming from. So he says, they say all kind of crazy things about him. They call him weird names. Look, we've seen it. Boxing is ugly. We all know boxing has racism woven into the tapestry and the fabric, right? Period. It's just there. So he talks about that, and he's like, man, when I say things, everybody want to take it seriously. They want to mess with my money, want to stop my paper. But when this guy and his father say things, y'all just brush it off. It's just funny when they say it. And he talks about how John Fury contradicted himself. At one point, he was worried about his son's safety. Then I'm gonna let him say it, and I'll do some more commentary.
These folks beautiful, man, but it's many things that John Fury have said. They contradict them. They're probably the biggest contradictors in the history of boxing. One minute I'm gonna kill his son, or I'm gonna hurt his son. The next minute his son is gonna have me in the hospital where he should have killed me the first time and put me, blood, all this and that. It's ping pong with him and his mind. Is they always contradicting themselves what they said. So you really can't take what they talking about serious. But one thing for sure, what's inevitable is October the 9th. You know what I mean? And that's what really gonna hold the true truth and what's really gonna happen. So
yeah, and I agree with that. The time for talking is over, man. We all want to see an exciting fight. We don't want to see nobody get robbed. World Combat Sports, you can share the link for me, bro. It'll mean a lot to me. It'll help with the visibility of the show. Same for you, Crucial 13. Look, man, I already picked my guy. You already know who I picked to win. And that's just it. I got my own reasons why. But I want to hear from you guys. So please call me now, 678-381-1938, 678-381-1938. We're going through this Brian Custer interview, and I'm going to give you, we're going through it, and we're breaking out little clips that he's saying. He said, they asked him about Anthony Joshua as well. Let me hear let me play this part right here.
That this fight would happen?
Oh, they talked to him about arbitration. They said, look, Tyson Fury was going out here trying to sign the fight with Anthony Joshua. You knew you had a contract. People will call him crazy. I remember people call World Combat Sports crazy. Shout out to my guy, Dub CS. Please follow World Combat Sports. He's always in the gyms. He travels to damn near every fight. He does mixed martial arts as well as boxing, does exclusive interviews over there as well. So check out World Combat Sports. But I remember being on World Combat Sports, and I just believed him. I believed everybody what he said. The guy had a contract. And Tyson Fury was trying not to honor the contract. I didn't like that. A lot of fans didn't like it, but we'll get back to that part. I'm gonna write down where I was at so we don't lose our spot.
Hello?
330, you got the flow. What's your name? Where you calling from? 330.
Yo, you already know it's that guy Eclipse, man, tapping in.
Hey,
how you doing, big cuz?
What's good, my G? How you feel?
Man, it's a weird day, man. I already told you what my day's like, man. I just tapped in, you know what I'm saying, spreading my love and say bomb squad.
Hey, to this day.
No,
so look, man, let me ask you this, man. So you picking Wilder?
It's gonna be good.
How you picking Wilder to win? I know you picking Wilder, but how you picking?
Yeah, I'm picking Wilder to win because honestly, I just think that the things that Tyson Fury showed me in both the fights show somebody who's wily and caged. You know, he's wily, he's wiry, and he could do a little things to frustrate Deontay. But honestly, in both fights, you saw clearly that boy does not want to get touched. And I think that if Deontay can stay on his game and just touch that boy, that it's going to be a whole different thing. I would really like to see Deontay take the first 2 rounds and tickle Tyson Fury's ribs and go on and test that soft belly ahead. I want to see that boy coughing up boar's meat, and you know what I'm saying. I want him throwing up boar's meat all over that ring. And I think that if he went to the body, all Tyson Fury's movement and dancing around, I think all that's going to stop by round 4. And now you got a big stationary target with that big old head. And go on and pop that watermelon head one time, Alabama style. Peter roll that boy.
Oh, shit. Well, look. Okay, well, look, man. Shit, man. I can't express it enough, man. I'm really excited about this fight. I'm really excited about this fight, and I want to see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because is it going to be a TKO? Is he going to put him to sleep? Is it going to be a bad cut? Yeah, look, is Tyson Fury big ass gonna fall out the ring? Look, will he still show up? He got time to pull out. Pause. Pause.
Yeah, I was just pause.
Yeah, man. So to each his own, man. But
I need to see blood and boar meat on that ring.
Yeah, so the next part of this interview I'm going into is about the arbitration situation that went down where Wilder is gonna tell him, look, I already knew what I had going on. Did you were you one of the people that knew about the arbitration and knew that was coming?
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the arbitration was coming, and honestly, that's another reason why I have very little respect for Tyson Fury. He knew that his conversation with Deontay Wilder was unresolved, regardless of you want to say he cheated that second fight. Let's just say he beat Deontay straight up. You knew good and damn well you had to do a rematch. Yeah, he tried to dance. He tried to blame it on the rain. He called Ralph, Bobby, Johnny, Ricky, and Mike, Anthony Joshua, and everybody he could because he didn't want to get in that ring a third time. And, you know, the man in me lets me know that there was something that he doesn't want to see. You know, like he got out that second fight and said, cool, I won. Cool, let's move on. It's like he didn't really want to sit there and you don't want this third fight. I really, truly believe in my heart of hearts, Tyson Fury doesn't want to really see Deontay in a straight up and down fight. No games, no excuses, no PEDs, no funny gloves. Go up in there and fight.
Period. All right. Well, fair enough. Well, look, let me take my next call, man. I appreciate you, man. You're more than welcome to call back in whenever you like. All right.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to just sit here and listen, man. You know what I'm saying? I say, hey, man, love to you, love to the whole neighborhood and everybody, man. Hey, man, love yourself and love those who love you, man. Time is short, man. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's not promised, so let's spend today in love, man. Peace.
Absolutely, my brother. Peace. Shout out to the homie Mike. That guy Eclipse all the way out of Ohio, man. Ohio got a lot of good fighters out there, man. Shout out to Ohio. So this is the Bronze Bomber talking about the arbitration. Let's hear that.
I mean, if you saw me right now, how I'm sitting and got my legs crossed, you will see that I didn't have no worries, because what they was talking about, all that signing and jostling him fight, that was bogus talk. That was never gonna happen. You know, when you have a white paper and black ink to that paper, and you sign that paper contractually, it's hard to get out of that, Brian. Even the top lawyer in the world can't get you out of that. And so with that being said, you know, all that stuff was just propaganda, man. That was never going to happen. And
I agree. I remember I used to tell people I don't believe it till it was on Box Red. They put it on Box Red. It was gone the same day. Grand opening. Say it with me in your car. Grand closing. That junk was not about to happen, and they got it up out of there. So I appreciate him talking about that, and I'm interested at you guys' reaction to what he says. Brian is going to ask him, what
have you put in place to make sure that some of the things you said that happened in this last fight doesn't happen again in this fight?
Did y'all hear that? He said, have you put things in place to make sure certain things that happened last fight does not happen again in this fight? I thought that was a very good question. Shout out to B. Custer. Never flustered. Brian Custer. He did a good job in this interview. That's why we're breaking it down. Make sure y'all check out the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer on YouTube, and check out this full interview. It's a good one.
Well, we can't say too much. I don't want to give away too much, because I know
what up, Dane?
Listening. No matter what platform or where I go, people pay attention, and they follow along with what I say, whether they agree with it or not. And just know that we got a lot of things lined up. We got a lot of things in place. And you know, one thing for sure, the world's gonna be watching. Your eyes don't lie to you. When you see certain, I can say a lot of things. You know, it's a lot of things I know for facts. All I know for facts. You know what I mean? But the eyes, when you see certain images and when you see certain videos and stuff, that's not Photoshop. That's real. When you see things as bending and folding and going in 90-degree angle, that's not your eyes or your mind playing games for you. That's real. It's just that individual up in you to believe it or not. Like I said, you know, it's just like with OJ, the glove didn't fit.
Yo, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Brian Custer does like this. He can't even hold a straight face when Wilder says that. Because let me play the last part again. If you just tuning in, you watching marqnash Breaking the Beats. We taking calls 678-381-1938, 678-381-1938. Call in, tell me who you picking, Wilder or Fury, and tell me how do you see the fight going. Is it going to be knockout, decision, and tell me why you're rooting for your guy. But right now we're talking about Brian Custer's interview with Wilder, and he's asking Wilder, have you taken precautions to make sure what happened in their last fight does not happen again? Let's hear that again.
All I know for facts. You know what I mean? But the eyes, when you see certain images and when you see certain videos and stuff, that's not Photoshop. That's real. When you see things as bending and folding and going in 90-degree angle, that's not your eyes or your mind playing games for you. That's real. It's just that individual up in you to believe it or not. Like I said, you know, it's just like with OJ, the glove didn't fit. But we know what the real was.
I don't know if he can say that. OJ might come for his paper, bro. Yo, you gotta, bro, I'm telling you, I love this guy. He's so candid, bro. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. And I thought this was a great interview. What do you guys think on that? Because he just said some real shit right there. He was like, same thing with OJ. The glove didn't fit, but we know what the real man. Wilder probably the only one that could say that to OJ too. You get what I'm saying? Straight up. How about that? That's a big fat, right? Ain't too many people talking to the juice. Okay, OJ head still look like the size of like he's wearing the helmet, bro. Yeah, man. So Brian Custer couldn't even hold a straight face, and he's like this. He's laughing like true. Oh my God! Well, God bless the dead. We're not trying to laugh at that, but we're laughing at the commentary made by him. But we're not.
That's well put. That's well put. I like that.
He can't even hold it.
No matter how people may look at it and see, they know what their eyes have seen, and they know that don't happen in boxing. And it's shameful that certain people in boxing.
Y'all stick around. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit, man. I just want to get through a couple key points in this interview that I thought we had to break down. But I will be dropping the link. And you're more than welcome to pull up and get your bars off.
Meet people, whether I'm gonna shake your hand, whether I'm gonna talk to you, whether I'm gonna.
Nah, that ain't it. So while I'm finding the next Q spot, I'll go back to the phone line 678-381-1938. 678-381-1938. The only show that does not charge you to call in right now. And we're not you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to call in more than once. So if you called about a certain part of the fight, but you want to speak on this part or the arbitration or the cheating, or lack thereof, if that's your opinion, you're more than welcome to call in. But yeah, let me see, what part is this? Is this the part? This might be it.
Malik's wisdom and knowledge of in boxing and the relation.
Yeah, so he's talking about his relationship with Malik Scott right there. And we already know what that is. Like, he also talks in his interview about people. He says, these ain't yes men around me. I thought another thing I found interesting too. He says he's hired a nutritionist, and he has a doctor that's always with him, which I thought was dope. Because I think it's dope because the last camp I remember, I think he had his auntie or somebody or a family member, when you saw the all access clips, had a family member doing his cooking, and there's nothing wrong with that because these guys are heavyweights. And at this point, he never needed it. You know what I'm saying? He had a right hand kissed by God, right? Some would say. But I thought it was interesting that this time he brought in a nutritionist. Great, nothing wrong with that. So he talks about that. Let me see if this the clip
that he have added, and Malik will tell you that it's just the things that he was able to bring out of me that I've already.
Okay, so they was asking. He asked him, "What did Malik Scott add to your add to you?" And he said, "It's not necessarily what he added; it's the things that he brought out." And because let's be clear, I hate when people say Wilder can't box. Wilder can't box. That's a false narrative, bro. Because if going to the Olympics was that easy, all of us would go to the Olympics. Let me say that again. If it was that easy to win a bronze medal in the Olympics, everybody would have one. Just like how they bootleg Michael Jordans, and everybody got some Jordans in the hood. Jordan ain't never played in them pink and whites that you got, homie. I don't know what those, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Y'all get the point, right? If it was the guy can box, y'all got to cut that out. That's a false narrative.
But when you have a great human in your corner,
now I think he's gonna say, "Is this the part when we get the?"
Because he's seen where you was and see how cold you was. So now it's his turn to.
This right here, where I thought he was kind of talking about the brother Mark Breeland. Now this is the part that splits the room. Some people hold Mark Breeland in a high regard. I remember interviewing Tommy Brooks, shout out to Major Key Boxing and Troy Graham, and I asked Hall of Fame trainer Tommy Brooks. He worked with everybody from Holyfield to Mike Tyson. It goes on and on and on. Just Google his name, Tommy Brooks, Hall of Fame trainer. He said for a trainer to do something like that, it's like cutting your own throat. And I asked him, and I said something else. So I kind of dug deeper with the question pause, and he said, "Listen to me. It's like cutting your own throat." And when he said it that time, I could literally visualize somebody trying, and I'm like, why? So that's the thing where where the brother kind of loses some of his supporters, or makes people question a little bit. But I don't know what it feels like to be in this position, and I don't know everything he knows. I'm sure he knows things that we don't know. So I don't I don't go there. I just go for the fact that I want him to win the belt and bring the titles back to America, because that brings a lot of opportunities. Plus, I know he gonna fight. I don't know what Fury's capable of. Fury might retire again. Like I said, I still don't even know if Fury gonna pull up on Saturday. 404, you got the flow. What's your name? Where you calling from? 404, you got the flow. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's good, man? World Comeback Sports in the building. Shout out to marqnash breaking beats. What's good with you?
Hey, my guy, Scott. What up, my G? Let me give you the bill. What's poppin', my G? How you feel?
I'm good, man. You know, I have to definitely chime in on Wilder Fury.
Oh man, are you excited about this fight like I am, bro? If not more.
I am, man. I'm super excited. It's been a long time coming, man.
Too long. Look, I saw somebody in the chat recently, Scott, not tonight, but they was like, it's crazy that this fight has taken so many years off of their careers, as in like it's taken so long to get to the 3. I said that's because Fury needed some other fights before the rematch. Remember, he had to do Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz.
True. After the first one.
Yeah, he needed some more shit going on. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You right.
This ain't his fault. Look, then the arbitration shit came in. That ain't Wilder's fault. Then the COVID. Like, all the delays are going towards one man. But the other guy is getting all the thing. Look, I don't have no dog in the fight other than one guy look like me. I'm gonna be clear. Remember how you voted for Obama just because black folks know we ain't know about politics. We just voted for the black guy. This right here is something that I do know about and I find disturbing. Let's get into real quick these cheating allegations. How do you feel about the Mark Breeland situation and being accused of certain things? Go ahead.
Okay, Mark Breeland, we all know he was decorated, Olympian, and he's also former world champion.
Can you just speak up just a little bit for me, my brother? Just speak up just a little bit, please.
What now?
Can you speak up just a little bit, or you're more than welcome to join the panel,
okay.
Scott. I'll drop the link, and you can more than welcome to pull up. I'll text it to you or whatever, or you can drop it.
Can you hear me better now?
Go ahead. You got the floor.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. The thing with Mark Breeland is, us and identifying his credentials, you know what I'm saying? So looking at him his boxing credentials from the Olympics to the pros. But when you retire and you become a team member, then your responsibility lies with the team member. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? Just like being in the military, if you're the weakest link, it affects the whole team, right?
Yes, sir.
So from my understanding is, Mark Breeland might have been the weakest link for quite some time, and then it just got to a point where something happened. There's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of accusations and everything, and it went down the way it did. But one thing I do respect about Wilder is that he never wavered from what his accusations and who they was directed to. So I got to respect him keeping the same energy. As far as people taking Mark Breeland's side, I know. I mean, even myself, I've said some things about Mark Breeland is in consideration to this topic, but I never had a problem with him when I've seen him. Never, not once. Never.
Interesting.
The man is one of the nicest people you'll meet, but that don't mean he's not capable of doing something evil to another man.
Fair enough. We all are capable of things that we might not be proud of later. You know what I'm saying? If somebody saw us on it, how about that? But why would you think these kind of accusations would be there? What do you say to the people who say, "Hey, go ahead."
Okay, if you have a team of individuals and they don't have a prominent position, and that individual, you look back at the Luis Ortiz fight, who was giving him water? Mark Breeland was giving him water. You can look back at several fights, Mark Breeland was giving him water, right? So if he took it upon himself to narrow down process of elimination and say, Mark Breeland, Something was wrong with my water. Something was wrong. It's something that he ain't telling us in its entirety that led him back to Mark Breeland. He's just not providing everything to the public in case this get legal, you know what I'm saying? And in case Mark Breeland brings him to court on slander or defamation. But it's a lot more than what people know on the outside, me and you know on the outside, because, it can be a legal fight later on, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. And people need to understand, this hasn't brought any court type of action yet. So yet people mad at Deontay Wilder because he said it. But Mark has not brought a case against this man yet.
Fair enough, and true enough, because it's definitely a case, right? If you're saying things like this about somebody, this is their career, this is their livelihood. But also look at it from Mark Breeland's perspective. I'm gonna just play advocate for a second. You don't want to be that type of trainer with that record where once I fire the trainer, now he gonna sue me for something. If I say something about him, he gonna sue me. You don't want that record, and plus it costs money to sue somebody, right? These ain't necessarily all pro bono cases. I know some states, depending on where you're at, it costs you got to pay to do the case, and then you can get countersued if you just put me through all of that for nothing and you lose. So it is a risk, correct?
Yeah.
But go ahead, you got the floor. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. So with Mark Breeland's situation, he did what he did with the UK media. He wouldn't oblige the US media and give anybody the opportunity to hear his case. And I thought that was pretty odd, you know what I'm saying? Just to scrutinize it a little bit. Mark Breeland usually US Olympian. Why go across the pond? They must have paid you good. And when he did, I said, okay, don't act like they stabbed you in the back and asked you all those questions. Now you pretty much know what you was getting into anyway. So you should have just basically came clean over here and told the US media your side of the story. I would have respected that man more to do that. What I didn't appreciate is the people who scooped up his son, and his son really didn't know too much about anything. They didn't even hardly know his son. And that's what I was trying to tell them, Mark. They barely even knew the man's son, Team Wilder.
True enough. Yeah, they did. How did his son get drawn into it? Because I do remember they started talking to Mr. Breeland's son. And his son might have said things that he probably shouldn't have said, to be fair, right? Because he had nothing to do with it, correct? Mr. Breeland, Mark Breeland's son. He fair enough, right? He had nothing to do with it. He wasn't hired or fired, right? Now I get it. Somebody talking about your dad, but people gonna always talk about your dad. He was a medalist. He was a champion. He got knocked out. So people gonna talk about your daddy. You don't always have to get in it, especially in this type of situation, right?
Totally agree.
So how did Mark Breeland's son get caught up in all of this stuff? Do you remember?
People had phone numbers to Mark Breeland and wanted to talk to him, and his son ended up start communicating with some of these individuals on social media. So then they start popping the question, would you like to come on, my show and just do an interview? We really felt bad, about what Wilder said, and we just want you, to come tell us the true side. No, he don't know the true side. He don't know shit. I never tell too many people this, but I talked to his son on IG. I never talked to him on a live, but I talked to him on IG because he responded to something I said. And I didn't disrespect the man, He's a young kid. I didn't disrespect him. I just told him that, if it's a story to be told, your pop should have told it to the U.S. media. That's all. Don't go overseas and then say they stabbed you in the back. That's BS, man. And I tell people all the time, I've seen Wilder spar 3 heavyweights in one night. And I didn't hear Mark Breeland's voice telling him any instructions.
Oh shit! Who was you hearing?
None. Huh?
You said none.
What now?
I said, who voice were you hearing?
JD's. Most of JD's and somebody else that was there. It wasn't Mark Breeland. Mark Breeland wasn't even up on the ring apron. He wasn't even close to the ring apron. He was standing over by the heavy bag. And this is sparring. This is when he sparred 3 heavyweights in one night. And we just sitting there watching. We couldn't record.
Excuse
so
me.
Everybody was like posted up away from the ring apron, and we just watching the sparring go down. And everybody can see who was saying what and who wasn't saying a damn thing. Mark wasn't saying anything, man. Please. That ain't the first time.
What is your take on when they say the Bronze Bomber is wearing another one of these things? This could be a false report, because from what I'm hearing from the chat earlier, they said the outfits that they're posting are outfits that he wore last time. They post the old outfit before the new fight. Before the new fight is what somebody just told me in the chat. But they posted this a couple of hours ago. What's your take on that? I believe the company is called Cosmo and Donato. Cosmo and Donato make a lot of.
I weigh in. I look at it this way, Mark. I weigh in factors about that suit.
You said you weigh what?
I just weigh in these factors dealing with the suit.
Okay.
I just draw these conclusions when it comes to the suit. Just say, for instance, you're under the influence of pain meds or pain relaxers, muscle relaxers, or whatever. Whatever the case, his body is going through. So therefore, you might feel a little sluggish. And then you came in a suit that was a bit heavy, but you say you worked out with a vest. It's just about the weight of the suit, right? So it shouldn't be a problem unless your body is under the influence of something that's causing you to be sluggish and tired and everything else. Him coming up with another suit to the ring, it's not the first time. He's not doing it just because of the suit last time. I mean, I've seen some of his suits. I mean, it's a lot to wear. I mean, Deontay Wilder's 6'7", bro.
Yeah, man.
6'7". He said he's benching 350 pounds. So you can't walk a 40-pound suit to the ring? I don't put too much emphasis in that,
but that was a long ass walk. And let's be clear, Tyson Fury got carried in. He rested his legs the whole
way. You're right, and that
way.
was smart.
Yeah, because I remember used to seeing Tyson Fury always needing a bigger chair. I was like, somebody should find out, is that in the rules? How you get a bigger chair? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be little things like that. I would be seeing them. I would see him just doing little things. Sometimes I'm just watching his gait when he walks. I'm like, wonder how when he jogs, how he doesn't fully extend sometimes, even when he sprints. So I'm looking at all of this stuff, and I could be super reaching. I mean, go gadget, wrist, my G. Like, so I could be overreaching, but he got carried in. The other guy walked almost 100 yards. That was a long ass ring walk.
I think if Deontay Wilder would have got carried in, the fight would have been worse for him.
Really?
So whatever's in his water and the way, absolutely. I mean, because he had the opportunity to get his blood flowing and everything else walking to the ring with that heavy suit on, supposedly, right? So if he would have sat down and they would have walked him slowly to the ring, it would have been detrimental. You know, he would have got punished even more the first half of the fight because it just would have been all bad because his blood's not flowing. You know what I'm saying? He's been sitting there, and time your body raises up to an elevated position, you're erect now. You ready to go into the ring. It could have been all bad, man. It could have been worse than what he experienced in the ring because he was just sitting there waiting for them to finish walking him to the ring. It could have been bad.
Well, all right. Well, look, I got to ask you about who you picking. I believe I already know, but who you picking and how do you see the fight playing out?
Well, my pick is Fury to lose. My pick is Fury to lose, and I feel Deontay Wilder can get him up out of there under 5.
So when you hear people say, like the other caller who called in was saying things like, "Oh, he got blood in his eyes, he ready for it. This fight is about everything on the list." I was asking people when they call in too, what is this fight about? Is it about race, country, pride, revenge, or is it simply best versus best? World Combat Sport, what is this fight about to you, in your opinion? And also, what do you think it's about to our fans?
It's about all of what you just mentioned. It encompasses all that. It encompasses retribution, whether retribution and revenge is different. It encompasses race. It encompasses, history. It encompasses a lot that deals with boxing in general, especially going into a trilogy. When a man tries to take your life and cheat in a sport that he's already been caught cheating before, then the demeanor of the man that he's now, a different man, his demeanor is going to be much different, because he's like, damn, you was cheating with Christian Hammer. You was cheating when you fought Klitschko. And now you actually try to take my life as I try to raise you out of your darkness. I try to bring you back to the light, my brother. You was down and out. You was a dope head. You was strung out. Whenever you get right,
you broke up right there, bro. You breaking up a little bit, brother.
What you do? You're tempted to do the same unto me.
You breaking up, World Combat. I'm losing.
Yeah, I said you're tempted to do the same. You
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm losing. Yeah, I'm losing you, bro. Say it again.
Yeah.
Say that last part
Can you hear
again.
me now?
Yeah, say that last part again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
I said, You can?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're talking about a guy who cheated during the Christian Hammer fight, and then ended up getting a championship fight just because he had an appeal in, right?
You sounding low, bro. You sounding low and breaking up again, like you keeping a secret. Yeah, World Combat. You sounding low and far away, like you. Yeah. He broke, and then it just dropped off. Yeah, I lost you, bro. Try to call back in. I see Jeff disagrees. He said this fight is about race 100%. He said weirdos mad Wilder got whooped. Jeff, I'd love for you to call in. Give me your take. Shout out to XQs D while I blaze content. Excuse D's while I blaze content. I like that. I like it a lot. But yeah, we lost World Combat Sport for some reason. Hopefully we can get them back. But the phone lines are open. We trying to get your take on this fight, Wilder Fury, 678-381-1938. Thank you, Andrew Charles. I see you active in the chat. I appreciate that. 678-381-1938. Look, I want you guys to understand this. Win, lose, or draw, I would love to see these guys shake hands at the end and say, this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? Or depending on how it goes, we can do it one more time. I doubt very seriously if we would get this again. But win, lose, or draw, I believe these three fights have been kind of good and kind of bad for our sport. Sorry about that. 917, you on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Sorry, the phone line's jumping, y'all. 917, you got first, though. 678, call right back. 917, what's your name? Where you calling from?
T from Queens, New York.
What's up, T? What's popping, my G? How you feel?
I'm feeling good. What's good with you, brother?
Man, I'm up here talking this boxing talk. Hey, man, who gonna win this fight and why, man? Yo, T. Oh, yeah, you heard me?
I heard you. You broke off, but you said who's gonna win this fight and why?
Yes, sir.
Well, from the eye contest, I want Wilder to win, but it looks like Wilder's training harder. Very basic. Very basically want to come in and do the same thing. People not talking about it, but he want to cheat. He want to hold and rabbit punch all day and all this other shit. So Wilder got to be strong enough to keep this fat nigga off from laying off of him. So I don't know how that's boxing skills. I don't know why people saying Fury need to show some real boxing skills, all this boxing skills people talking about. But I got to put on Wilder for the knockout, man. So hopefully Wilder bite down and don't wait for Fury. Throw those combinations, work the body. He was going to the body the first fight, so I want to see what he was working with.
For sure. Well, look, man. What is this fight about to you? Is it about race? Is it about country? Is it about pride? Or is it simply the best versus the best, in your opinion?
Well, it is actually everything, because the best is fighting the best, but it is about race, country, and pride. I mean, first of all, I don't know. Y'all can say what you want or whatever, but I feel like Wilder won the first fight. He was the champ. He didn't get the benefit of being the champ. Fury didn't really do nothing but taunt. If you look at the punch stat, I mean, it was like Fury landed like 5 more punches more, with Wilder with the 2 knockdowns. So if that was Canelo, that's why it's about race. If that was Canelo, is Canelo losing that fight?
Oh no! I like when you put it that way.
Is Fury losing that fight? In the history of watching boxing, do champions lose those fights? I've never seen a champion lose that fight. With doing that, so yes.
Call right back. Caller. I'm call right back.
I never see.
Not you. Go ahead.
On top of that, I never seen a freaking, and on top of that, I never seen a ref freaking do that kind of count, bro. He changed the rules, and now he has to ref like that. He never ref like that before, but now he has to ref like that because he did that for Fury. So now he did the little extra. I mean, he was doing a little step back, come back forward, but all that other little extra shit, you don't see nobody. If you got to go down to the ground, you wave that shit off like. You understand what I'm saying? So Fury got the benefit of the doubt, bro. Fury got the benefit of the doubt. And let's talk about them gloves. Come on now. We ain't see those gloves flapping. Fury didn't get caught before with trying to shoot with gloves. Come on, so none of this shit is made up. Like, none of this is made up.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your call, man. You're more than welcome to call back in or join the panel. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. 678. You got the line, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
So Fury got the benefit of the doubt.
678.
Fury got the benefit of the doubt. And let's talk about
67. Hello? Caller.
Hey, how you doing?
917. What's your name and where you calling from?
It's Saquon. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York. How you doing?
I'm good. Saquon, Brooklyn, New York. Who's gonna win this fight and why, my brother?
First, I'm actually going to the fight, so I'm actually excited about it. I'm leaving Thursday. I'm mad that they closed all of the events off to the public. That's just terrible.
Especially
I got Wilder.
You got Wilder.
But
how do you see him winning?
This is the wild card, man, and this is where your topic is race is an issue. I don't trust JD's, man. I feel like he's the one who did like all of this stuff. Nobody's even looking at him. And because he's in the corner, like, he's the one that's making me nervous.
Oh, shit.
Yo, I don't even feel like it was Mark Breeland. I feel like it was JD's. And why is JD still in the mix? Like, every time I see him in the videos, I just feel like, yo, this dude is, I don't know, man. He's the only person that makes me nervous about why Wilder could even lose. Like, losing is not even in my thought until I see JD's in any of the videos.
Hey, look, as soon as you see JD's, you'll be like, oh no. You be like Martin when he found out Pam and Tommy was dating.
Yup, exactly. As soon as I'm looking at Malik Scott,
I'm looking at his brothers. I'm looking at his conditioner coach, and then I see JD's in the background. I'm like, yo, this dude is lurking. He's
Yo, you know JD's
he's
look
the
like to
only
me?
person that makes me nervous, man.
Yo, JD's always look
Huh?
like that guy. JD's always look like Kenny from Half Baked to me, yo. He's like, yeah, you know.
Yo, but JD's look like he owe mad money to a bookie, and they saying to him like,
don't say that, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Hold on, don't say that. Let's not get sued. Let's not get sued. Let's not get sued, brother. Let's not say that. But look, man. So to you,
no, I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just saying when I look at him, huh? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Hey, look, what is this fight about to you when you think about it? So I'll put the picture back up for the people just tuning in. Shout out to my guy Retro Sports, aka Blood Boxing. The question I'm asking people tonight is this fight about race, country, pride, revenge, or is it simply it's just best versus best? Give me your take on that, and I'm gonna go to the next caller.
Like I said, man, it's about race because that's the only when I went to the Joshua Usyk fight, and even though I was in Britain watching the fight, those British fans turned on Joshua so fast, even though he's from Britain, and this is the one time where where American fighters, they are American black fighters. That's the only time the heavyweight division is popping, and it's because you got Fury who's fighting against a unbeatable at the outset Wilder. That's the reason why it's about race, man. But yeah, and JD's, it's about JD's and race.
No, nigga, it ain't about JD's.
Thank you for having me on the show, man.
God bless you, man. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you pull up on the next one, man. I appreciate you. Click that bell so you won't miss none of the episodes. All right.
All right. Have a good night, man.
My brother. God bless. Yeah, sorry guys. I only can talk to one person at one time. So sorry if I missed your call. There we go. Let me see. 678. You on the line? What's your name and where you calling from? 678. You on the line? What's your name? Where you calling from, my brother or sister?
What's going on, man? It's me calling back. World Combat Sports from ATL.
World Combat Sports, ATL. That's my guy. Go ahead, World Combat Sports. You got the floor.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier is, the question arose about, Mark Breeland and, his the backlash he was receiving from Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was the sole proprietor to, giving him the scrutiny and the criticism because he worked with him for quite some time, and Mark Breeland was on Deontay Wilder's payroll, and all of that is public record. We all heard it before, but have you ever heard Mark Breeland deny anything about the accusations dealing with the water? I never heard him say no. He didn't do it.
Interesting. You're right. I did, but you know what? But you know what? Some things you ain't got to respond to. I mean, for me, some things might be so ridiculous that I won't dignify with an answer. I'm sure you heard of that, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm just playing advocate.
When it comes to this fight right here,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just know my brother Ricky Williams always tell me he was like, man, don't ever give to be the devil's advocate. But I'm just playing advocate. So I'm just saying, like, at this point, none of that matters, right? How do you feel about the last caller that said he don't trust JD's?
Yeah, that's hard for me to. Because
you met that man. You shook his hand before, right?
Yeah, I have several times. It's hard for me to kind of fathom where is he going with it, or why he feel the way he do. Is it just off what he's seen, with JD's, the way his expression is on his face, or his dealings with Deontay Wilder since day one? Because actually was in the gym when Deontay Wilder came in there, JD's. So if you think it's not a deep sense of loyalty between Deontay Wilder and JD's, you're sadly mistaken. And I know a lot of people say, well, why he didn't fire JD's instead of Mark Breeland? He already told you, because JD's didn't go against his will. You know, a sense of loyalty there. He told them not to throw in the towel. It was pretty much set in stone. Let me go out on my shield. And Mark Breeland threw in the towel. What did JD's have to do with it? He was sitting right next to Mark Breeland. Mark Breeland asked him twice. JD said no. Mark Breeland did it anyway.
They look like they was across the stairs from each other. When I see it, he's here and the stairs are here and JD's is on the other side of the stairs. Like, it's like the corner is here and they both on each side of the corner. When I look at the footage and I see Breeland throw the towel. Am I mistaken?
But JD's can still communicate with Mark Breeland though.
Fair enough.
No, they was. I'm not sure what angles they was at, but you know, they can turn and look at each other and communicate. They was that close to one another, obviously, because they in Deontay Wilder's corner.
All right.
So, you know.
Go ahead. I'll give you the final word. So you just picking him to win. Are you picking no knockout, no certain round? No, you don't have any.
I said I got him finishing under 5.
You got him finishing under 5. Okay.
I have Deontay Wilder finish the fight under 5 rounds. What I'm expecting is, you know, them to come out with, you know, the remediated training, boxing fundamentals, technique, and just putting it out there that Deontay Wilder has taken the new trainer position, because he's pretty much the one who suggested Malik Scott be in that position. And I want to see the receptiveness. I want to see him listen to Malik in the corner. I'm curious to see what Malik is going to be saying to Deontay if the fight go round after round. I'm curious to see what instructions is going to be given. And then also, I want to see if Deontay Wilder is going to go out there and execute those instructions.
Now, you're right when you say that. It's a 2-part thing, right? You need to somebody got to give you a game plan, but the most important part of any game plan, right? And you know this is the execution of any mission. That's the most important part. You can be the best writer in the world, but going in that booth and singing it is the execution. You can write and record the best song ever, but going on that stage is the execution. So yeah, man. So I look forward to this, man. This is not going to be the last time we talk about this. You know, we're going to be talking about this all week long. So I appreciate you calling in, brother. The link is out there. You know, you family, bro. So you're more than welcome to click the link. We have good chemistry together on the mic. So I appreciate you. Anytime we can trade bars together. Love talking boxing with you. Let me get to my next caller. But thank you so much. World Combat Sports. How can they follow you again? For the people who don't know. I guess I just said it. Right?
I'm out. World Combat Sports, all social media, man. Continue to follow marqnash Breaking Beef every day, all day. I'm out.
My brother, appreciate it. Yeah, man. So the calls are coming in. People are liking this topic. But we got some people out there who are rooting for Tyson Fury. I would love to hear from somebody rooting for Tyson Fury to give me your take on this event and hear how excited you are. Because we got a show to do. So I want to hear both sides of the spectrum. I'm okay with that. 607, we just lost you. Sorry, 607. D-Ray, now he's back in. 607, call right back. D-Ray, you got the floor.
Okay, hey, I was going to say, bro, well, he can call, and I can just, you know, call in later or whenever.
Call right back. Call right back.
The line is on fire.
Call right back. Call right back. Call right back, bro. 607. What up, my G? What's your name? Where you calling from? Okay, we lost him. Go ahead. That guy Eclipse just pulled up. What up, my G? All right, hold on, Mike. 607. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, yo, man, it's Jerron. I'm calling from New York.
Jerron from New York. What part of New York you from?
I'm upstate New York.
Okay, what you by Poughkeepsie?
No,
I got family up there in Poughkeepsie.
Nah, farther, brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm up.
Okay, you almost in Canada.
I'm near about an hour from Binghamton.
Okay, yeah. So give me your take. Who's gonna win?
originally born down south though.
Okay, that's what's
You
up.
know
You my
that-
cousin. You my cousin. How about that?
All right.
Hey, look, who do you got winning this fight and why? Wilder or Fury?
I'm a historian when it comes to boxing. I've been watching since I was 5.
You sound a little distorted. You ain't been working the phone since you was 5. Hey, did you got me on a Bluetooth or a headset or on speakerphone? What's going on?
Oh, I got you on speaker.
Yeah, take me off the speakerphone, my brother, and just put it right there to your ear. It's not coming through well.
Better?
Say it again.
Do I sound better?
Perfect.
Do
Go
I sound
ahead.
better?
Yeah, that's perfect. So who you rooting for in this fight and why?
Okay. There been a few trilogies in boxing. Normally, I would pick Fury because of the way the second fight went. But I knew something was wrong in that second fight from the beginning of the fight. Wilder just didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look right. I know I've been watching boxing for a long time, and you ain't never seen Wilder look that bad in a fight. It wasn't because Fury. How can I break this down? I'm going to break it down to you. Fury. Remember when Fury fought Klitschko?
Yes.
Right? It was hardly.
It was boring as hell. It was a boring ass fight too.
Yeah. Fury's not a knockout artist, man. Okay? He's not a knockout artist. Wilder is a born puncher. But you got to realize this too. Wilder is an overachiever, man.
And he got a chin. He took some big shots before.
Huh?
I said, and he got a good chin.
Yeah,
He's took some good shots before.
He got a great chin. Think about it.
Some would argue he had a better chin than that
out.
Klitschko who got knocked out.
Yeah. Fury didn't knock him out. They threw the towel in. He wasn't gonna quit, man. And with power like him, you don't know what could happen. So this fight right here I think Wilder's gonna knock Fury out. It's gonna be ugly. Because he's a true warrior, man. He's a true warrior. Fury can box too now. He's a better boxer. But Wilder's a boxer too. You don't win a bronze medal in the Olympics and can't box.
Yeah, I just said that earlier. I said that earlier. I said if it was that easy. I said if it was that easy, we all have bronze medal. We all have
gifted, man. He's gifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gifted with power, man.
So
when
look,
you got power,
so look,
you feel like you're invincible.
So look,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. We got a lot of other calls to get through. So let me get your take on this last question I had for the callers. What is this fight about to you? Is it about race, country, pride, revenge, or is it simply the best? Or is it simply the best versus the best? What is it about?
But look, boxing is, listen, whether people want to believe it or not, I'm a truth teller. There's a lot of racism in boxing. I'm a truth teller. But Wilder's American. I'm American. Okay? So if American people not pulling for Wilder, that looks stupid. To me, it does. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm loyal. Regardless, I'm loyal. I'm American, bro. I don't play the race card and stuff like that because I know the truth. Race is just to conquer and divide you, just like religion. Yeah, I said it. I'm a truth teller. You know, but I respect whatever anybody believes. You know what I'm saying? I believe in spirituality. Okay? But I got off the subject. I believe Wilder is gonna stop Fury. It's gonna be good right at last. But Wilder's gonna show you why he's the most. He's gonna show you why he's the baddest man on the planet, man.
All right,
this guy, he's special too.
Oh, go ahead. Go and get your last thoughts, cause we got to get back to the show. I'm sorry.
Okay,
but you're more than welcome to call back in. But give me your final thoughts.
My final thought is Wilder gonna stop him. I can't predict the round. It could be first round. It's gonna be early. He's gonna set Fury up for something. He's thinking Fury's focused on that right hand. But I think Wilder's not gonna stop him with the other hand or something different. He's gonna bring a trick out of his bag that we ain't never seen before.
Absolutely.
And I'm gone, brother. It's nice to be talking to y'all.
Man.
It's my first time I've ever seen talking on this for up. We nothing but the best, brother.
Hey, look, man, I wish you nothing but the best, man, because you are the best, right? And you rocking with the best over here, marqnash breaking the beats. We do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Make sure you pull up, man. Check us out again, man. More than welcome to have you back. My guy, that guy Eclipse just pulled up. What's up, my G? Welcome home. Welcome back.
Man, it's good to be home. You already know the vibes, man. Shout out to that caller, man. He was speaking a lot of truth. I'm not gonna get long-winded. Let me just say this though. He's right. Forget the race. We talking about nationality. And as Black Americans, we are the most loving, unloved people because we don't turn our back on this country that is so quick to whatever us. And you know what? The racial factors of this fight, yeah, they cannot be ignored. But it's not about race. This is about good old-fashioned American pride. And shout out to the guy, Taylor Bell, in the chat, because this is 100% about that get back. Go on and give me that James Brown drop. That get back. Hey! And if you can't understand and respect get back, then you don't understand what this sport of boxing is about. This brought boxing back to its element. Two men in the ring trying to run that fade and get some understanding. They done ran the fade twice and still ain't got it together. So they need more understanding. And not only that, the fans demanded more understanding because we saw both fights and we were confused. So we need to clear it up. Y'all can talk about race, and it's there, but let's not get distracted. This is about that get back.
Hey, for sure. So earlier I was playing this clip, and again, guys, you want to call in and get your thoughts and opinions heard. The number is 678-381-1938. You do not have to root for Wilder. You do not have to root for Fury. We just want to talk to fans of the sport of boxing who really care about this fight, who are going to buy the fight, who are going to go to the fight parties, who's going to go out and fly to Vegas and spend your time, your energy, and your money getting a babysitter, going out there, flying out there, getting a hotel, and looking forward to a good night of boxing. So that's always super dope. I'm not familiar with you right here, so let me hold on. Somebody's been. Go ahead, the XO of RO. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Nash? Thanks for having me. I am the XO of the RO. I'm actually from Southern Arizona.
Hey, I love Arizona.
Yeah, man. Where are you from?
I'm originally from North Carolina, moved to Baltimore, joined the Army, and now I live in Atlanta.
Man, it sounds like
hey,
my
what's
story.
up, XO? I used to be out in Fort Huachuca. What up, big guy?
Uh-oh, I'm real close to that guy. Okay.
What's happening?
What a small world.
Hold on,
yeah, Sierra.
Hey, brother, brother boxing, hang out in the background for me for a second. Go ahead, XO. Give me your thoughts.
Well, sir, we are on the cusp of an event that is as big in sports that has been in over 100 years, sir.
Okay. So, who do you got winning and why?
There has never been an event like this.
So, who do you have winning? XO of the RO. Who do you have winning and why?
What's going on, brother?
I have Deontay Wilder by 4th round knockout.
Okay, so you picking Deontay Wilder by 4th round.
Yes.
What is this fight about? Why is this fight so polarizing to people, in your opinion? Is it about race? Is it country? Is it pride? Is it revenge? Or is it simply the best versus the best?
I think what this fight is about, sir, is bigger than boxing. I think Tay Jones has made it very clear that this is a special event that most people don't understand. This boxing fight is about
Tay
truth.
Jones? That's my guy.
Yes, he's a great scholar and a professional at his craft, and he's one of the historians that has been able to record this event. You see, they're not going to be able to hide history, Mark.
I'm listening.
It's already been written and it's been witnessed, and we caught them. I've been in the field for a long time. I've been a photographer since I was a baby. I saw Mike Tyson take his first loss, and I was 7 years old. So God has been showing a lot of his children these things for a very long time, sir. This is not an event like I can compare. There's no comparison. This is Jack Johnson and Muhammad Ali and 3 times the charm, the king, literally the bronze bomber. This guy has already broken records that nobody is ever going to touch. The guy already knocked out Fury in the first fight. Obviously, there's a problem in the second fight. I'm sorry, being a photographer, it's very clear. I didn't even trust the guy. When young Pharaoh came out, Mark, sorry, a year ago with evidence, I didn't even trust the guy. I said, no. I know young Pharaoh. I don't get along with this guy. I had beef with him, and I'm just a little guy on the internet, so he just squashed me and pushed me to the side. So I was like, cool. So I didn't trust this guy. I saw him.
Oh man,
5 minutes.
Hey, look,
listen,
hold on.
listen.
I'm
Okay, go
listening,
ahead.
but you gotta let me have fun, man. It's my show now.
Go ahead,
I got to
sir.
get these jokes off. You said now he just squashed you, right? Was it like this?
Yeah, it was much more painful. It was embarrassing. So I didn't trust this guy. Let me tell you, I went to his channel. I saw what he had to say. I knew within 5 minutes he was right, and I couldn't believe it. And I knew that he was right about what he was saying. So I'm sorry, there's a pink elephant in the room, Mark. Clearly, Fury's punching through the wrist of his glove in both fights.
Fair enough.
The cat's out of the bag, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
I used to like Fury, but Deontay Wilder is special, and he has all the disadvantages. Everybody hates him because he was so different. That's what's amazing, sir. I've never seen so many hate. You know what I mean? So many psychopaths trying to literally destroy the image of somebody just because they hate the man because he's different. He's the most unorthodox. He's the most original. He is the fastest. He is the most powerful, and people hate him that his style is so different than the norm. Instead of going around and doing what everybody else was doing, he invented literally his own method that destroyed every single fighter he's ever faced. He has literally stopped or knocked out literally every single man he has ever faced, including Tyson Fury, as he admits he woke up at 5.
Fair enough. Okay, well, look, bear with me. We got somebody else just pulled up. His name is Brother Boxing Talk. Brother Boxing Talk, how you feel, my G? What's your name and where you calling from? Well, I mean, I just said your name, but what part of the earth are you roaming the turf?
I live in Florida right now. I live in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. You ain't got to. Hey, look, you ain't got to tell us what trap you moving your work out of. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. He's not moving work out the trap. He's moving it on the internet. All right, little joke. Brother Boxing Talk. Who's gonna win this fight and why?
Well, I got Wilder. I think Wilder can add more tools to the bag, but we just can't sleep on Fury though, man. You know what I'm saying? Fury's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's a tough dude. He got back up and Wilder hit him with the right. He got back up. So if he gets back up again, bro, what's going to happen? Is Wilder going to be shocked again? You know what I'm
saying? So you got Fury winning?
No, I got Wilder. I said 8th round TKO by Wilder. I'm just saying, I think Wilder has to add more because I'm saying that I think people are just trying to act like. I think as Wilder fans, we don't want to act like this ain't Wilder's hardest fight. You know what I'm saying?
You said we are acting like it, or we're not
acting like this. People act like he's going to decapitate Fury. I'm like, nah, that's not going to happen.
It's a hard fight, man.
That's what I'm trying. It's a hard fight, and I'm saying I got Wilder. I think Wilder's going to have to try to be first. He can't let Fury be first. He can't let Fury put him on the back foot. He has to be first. He has to jab. He has to go to the body, and I think he's going to stop Fury in the 8th round. TKO.
Okay. Fair enough. Mike, did you want to I need somebody to tell me this though. How do you guys feel about the I heard you say this, Mike, that guy Eclipse. Let me ask you guys this, Brother Boxing Talk and the EXO. How do you guys feel about the Mark Breeland and the Spike Water controversy?
I feel like he didn't get along. I think him and Mark Breeland was not even getting along, and I think the Spike Water situation, bro. Like I really don't want to talk about that situation, bro, because like I'm over this shit already. But I don't know how to feel towards it. I like Mark Breeland. I like him as a fighter, and it's kind of like hard to talk about it, man, because I like both of those guys. But it's kind of like I'm in 50-50 with it. I'm like, with the Spike Water, I'm not sure about the Spike Water. But we know Fury's a drug cheat, but I'm not sure about it.
Hey, what's understood don't have to be explained, so it's all out.
So go ahead, give me your take on it. What's your take on Mark Breeland, EXO?
You know, I think that unfortunately he envied Wilder more than he cared about him. And there's a catch-42 here because at the same time, history had to go down this way, but it was his own selfish self-worship that forced him into those actions to make him want to decide Deontay Wilder's life. And he took that opportunity to take control of somebody and use it against them. So that's what we can tell. That's obvious, just psychological issues here one-on-one. Everybody talks shit about Mark Breeland when he's working for Wilder. As soon as he leaves, now he's a hero. I mean, it's just more of the same, exposing how people are going to just psychotically hate.
Let him finish,
Deontay
please.
Wilder.
Please
Sorry,
let
go
him
ahead.
finish. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, XR.
I have a question. So, do you think it was the poison water, or you think that Fury just hit him back in the head so many times through it?
I can't hear you. Do I think?
Do you think that was not the poison water, or it's the equilibrium shot that threw Wilder off?
I couldn't tell you, bro. Like,
Because I feel like people, like we just want to disregard that man had no legs. He had no legs because of the suit.
Well, there's no. There's many issues. The whole thing is literally watching faces of death.
Hey, we're not going to. Hey, look. Let's not crosstalk. He asked me a question. I'm trying to answer it. Please let me do this. But for me, I feel like it's a multitude of issues that went down there. It's a perfect storm. Any and everything that could have went wrong. Fury got carried in. Wilder walked the 100 yards carrying a 40-pound suit, lights in his eyes, the corner through the towel. Fury had a different game plan. I'm gonna be honest. The second fight, I told people I didn't think Wilder took the second fight seriously.
Yeah.
It was times during the press conference, Fury was talking.
He was joking.
Wilder was like, go ahead. I keep hearing you ad-libbing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't talk well like that. Where I'm trying to talk to people like, yeah. I feel like you cut me off. Like,
go
no, you good, because I lost my point that quick. So I'm gonna let you go, and then I'll say what I had to say.
I was gonna try to ask y'all a question. It was reported that he's gonna wear the same suit again, but he's just gonna take the lights out and the batteries out. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh, we already talked about that. Maybe you were late
I was
to the party, but yeah, I'll let these guys answer it. I already spoke on it. Mike, that guy Eclipse, you got a question about that? Because from what I heard, that was not true. The suit that was posted is the old suit. The people who post the suit, they always post his old suit before the next fight. So that's not the new suit. And when you look at that suit, I can share the screen. I got it right here to give you to answer your question better.
Thank you, marqnash, for that.
Yeah. I got it right here. Cue it up. Yeah, man, it's a live show, but I do this. So here you go. See that? See how quick that was? It was boom. This suit right here looks exactly like the old suit. I don't think he's wearing this suit. It looks too much like the old suit.
But what's the red one? Is that the
red one is like what, like it looked like the mock-up version. Like these are sketches, right? So this is the first thing they drew, and this looks like the old suit, and it looks like they just changed it right here and put. You get what I'm saying? Put the light, because this is what the new suit really looked like. Except for they put little skulls around it.
I gotta get back to my car. I gotta go.
Yeah. So
but they said it was gonna take the batteries and the lights out.
Yeah, but even still, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, right? Yeah. That's not a bad thing, correct?
Because I didn't want him I didn't want the suit to be like again with the 100 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But let me ask you this, guy. Before I do this, man, let me go to the chat and give a big shout out to this brother right here. I think this guy is super dope. His name is Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. Please get familiar with him. I'm his East Coast correspondent and vice versa. He's my West Coast correspondent. I definitely share a lot of his videos and a lot of his content. He doesn't just do boxing conversation. He talks about a lot of different issues and that are important to people of all cultures and colors, races, and creeds. So check out Reggie Owens. And when you go there, subscribe and put them in the chat and say Mark Nash sent me. That'll mean a lot to the neighborhood over here to let people know we are trying to help support them. Shout out to Bruce Gold. Shout out to Taryn Harris. Jeff, I see y'all out there.
I have a question.
Get back to the hey. So with that said, man, I got to take a quick break and run a quick ad and a word from my sponsor. I appreciate everybody and their time. If you have any questions and you're on the panel, please use the private chat. Please use the private chat to put your question, or if you want to ask anybody a question on the panel. But it is a live show, right? So let me run an ad from my sponsor and I'll be right back after this.
Since our first day in business, Essentials of You has been offering our customers the best selection of products at unbeatable prices. Our online store has been synonymous with quality, and we ensure our continuous variety of fantastic merchandise along with unique limited edition and seasonal items that fit any budget. Check it out and start shopping today.
Yeah, man. Again, if you or somebody you know are interested in being a partner on the show, holla at me. My name is marqnash. My email is in the description block of this and every video. So we will love to look up with you and partner with you far as being a branding partner. So 678-381-1938. We're going back to the phones. 678-381-1938. Give me a call. Let me know what you think of this fight. 678-381-1938. The phone lines are open. Got my guy here. That guy Eclipse. Hey, Mike, when I was talking to you about this fight the other day, I was talking about the fight could have been billed as no excuses.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
that. Some people told me that sounded like I'm saying Wilder was making excuses. I'm like, no, I ain't saying that. But also, some people think I'm saying this is like saying, bear with me, Fury would be making some excuses. D-Ray, thanks for calling back in. What's up, my G? How you feel?
I feel wonderful, man. Hey, each minute, man, we get one step closer to the fight, man. And you know, the anticipation of a big fight that's supposed to clarify and settle a lot of things, man. Nothing like it, bro. You can just imagine the feel of that arena, you know, 30 minutes before the fight, man. Oh my goodness, bro. People
they
gonna be losing their head.
Are you betting on this fight? Are you going out there? Are you ordering pay-per-view? You going to a bar?
Ooh, see,
How you watching
and
the
that's
fight?
one thing I wanted to. I apologize, bro.
No, you good. How you watching the fight?
I'm just gonna watch it. I'm just gonna buy the pay-per-view. But that's what I was saying, man. Is that never again will Wilder be such a live underdog? The hood should get paid off of this, huh? I mean, if he gets the revenge or whatnot that you know you're asking about, I'm saying, man, we should come up, bro. It should be like PPP all over again. Hey, man, but listen, I was saying, bro, that I think that it is gonna bring a lot of clarity, you know, or either. You know, it could be to the point where they might have to do a forfeit, and I don't know if any, you know, a lot of people want to see that. But I got a Mark Breeland scenario for you, the panel, and the chat. Is you ready for it, bro?
I'm ready to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay, now it's alleged that there was some shenanigans going on, right? That Wilder was being cheated. Am I correct or not?
I've heard that.
Okay. Right. Now I'm just saying, if that's the case, I don't think Breeland did nothing wrong by so-called throwing in the towel if he know that his man is getting cheated, bro. You know what I mean? I think that you know, that's why, you know, we wanna keep the towel off the camera in the locker room. Because we want to see everything and we want to know that it's a fair fight. And once we know that, you know, to a certain extent, you know, it's on them two men to settle whatever they got to do. But I'm just saying, bro, if the man is being cheated, I don't necessarily consider it throwing in the towel. You know what I'm saying? I consider it giving him what is it, 18 months to be able to recover and be able to go into that fight, you know, as in the best condition that he could go into the fight in. What you think about that, bro?
Oh, I'm listening, man. You cooking. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying though, if he was being cheated, you know what I'm saying, then it ain't necessarily throwing in the towel, bro. It's trying to get fairness into the competition. You know what I mean? This ain't no street thing is what I'm trying to say, bro. Now it's different, I guess. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, they got rules in the boxing ring. And if they ain't being followed, right? And the trainer He's supposed to be riding with you, watching you getting cheated. I mean, I just don't understand and see the love in that, bro. You know, now, you know, to one guy it could be, hey, you know what I mean? I'm blindly doing whatever the other guy tells me to do. The other guy can be like, bump that. I'm gonna do what I think is best for him, even if it costs me. You know, I mean, where I lose my job and reputation is tarnished, bro. I mean, Mark Breeland never had a incident that I ever known. You know, if anybody can bring it up, I like to hear some Mark Breeland controversy before this water thing all happened.
OJ had never been tried for murder before, neither, though, right?
Mark Nash, that's why you was my brother, bro, because you tried to get me with an OJ joke. I ain't even gonna come back with
I'm
one,
just saying,
bro.
I just used that because Wilder had used it earlier. I'm just saying.
Right, but now, see, and that's the thing, though, right? Is that it would be different if they were saying this is the first time that Fury been cheated or he tried to change the rules up into his own favor. It'd be different if it was the first time. But you know, I'm almost getting close to the second hand on trying to find out how many times, you know what I mean, some craziness going on. Not to mention the wild boar meat kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I just, you know, it's tough, bro. So you want JD or whoever is in the locker room to, you know, be a presence in there, man, and not just, you know, somebody who's just happy to be there. Now, last thing I want to say to you, bro, is this, and this is one thing I think everybody missed, but maybe I'm missing a point, right? Is how about instead of the spiked water, he could have had a touch of the Rona, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that, I'm not saying did or not. I'm just asking a question. But I'm saying, say what?
What? What?
No, I'm saying, bro, that at that time.
You what?
What happened?
You what?
You what?
Bruh.
You said he got the
Rona.
Rona.
Dropped on me, bro. I did not say that, bro. Don't. I said that I think that that's a higher possibility than some poison water thing. What I'm saying, right, is that at that time of the fight in February 22nd, Rona was running wild, bro, and it was out of control. I'm saying
people didn't even know about it that time. I threw a fight party. That was my birthday weekend.
Right, but they were spreading it, though. Am I right or not?
I didn't see. Nobody really
I'm going, bro, but I'm just saying, man. But
I'll answer how you want me to answer. I'm sorry. What you want me to say? I agree.
No, you didn't have to agree, bro. I'm just saying
it didn't start really getting rampant until about March. No, brother, I'm just trying to tell you. And right here, where I'm at, what people didn't really know about it. It wasn't more to like March. Really, that's when it.
Right.
Really
well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody did, bro. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you letting me put my 2
it's all love on this side.
Everybody subscribe, like, and share.
Appreciate it, D-Ray. Yeah, man, it's all love with D-Ray. Me and D-Ray, we don't always agree, but one thing we do agree on is Terrence Bud Crawford will beat Sean Porter. Oh, Sean Porter gonna get that work, bro. Oh, he gonna get that work, man. I know it too. But go ahead. Shout out to you. That guy Eclipse just pulled back up. What's up, my G?
Man, nothing much, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just out here bending corners in traffic on my way back to the campsite. You know what I'm saying? You know, got things to handle. But yeah, man, you know, I think it's a little far-fetched, but I will play devil's advocate. No one knew about the Rona. That could have been a possibility, but there's a lot of things that are possible. So I'm not just going to laugh at that. I'm not going to laugh at it. I'm not going to backhand it because honestly, we do know, even if you are 100% a Deontay Wilder hater and a Tyson Fury fan, you cannot with a straight face say that Deontay Wilder looked okay from the moment he walked into the ring. There was no equilibrium punches or nothing like that. He was not right. Well, you know, that's just where I was going with it, though.
Yeah, but we don't know though. We'll never know. All we know is what he told us. But let me do this real quick. Shout out to the super chat. Bands on bands. Bands, where you been at? Appreciate you pulling up in a major way though. He said 5 people match or beat my donation to support this show and good content. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, man. All these folks that's been here and came and left, he the first one to make a donation. And I really appreciate it because we really need it. We go back to the chat. Somebody said, Wilder always dangerous, but Fury got him on speed dial. Shout out to Jeff. Ain't seen you in a while. I hope all has been well. Cooking with Sir Singh. He said, a touch of the Rona. Sir Singh, cooking with Sir Singh. Maybe it's sprinkles. He had a whole Rona cake. Just how you put some powdered sugar on top of a dessert. Just some sprinkles. Bruce goes. Hold on, let me go to the next card. 757. Hold on. 757. What's your name? Where you calling from? 757. You on air. What's your name and where you calling from? All right, 757.
It's Zoe. I'm calling from. This Zoe. I'm calling from Virginia, VA.
Okay, what's good, Zoe? Who gonna win this fight, Wilder and Fury?
I'm going for Wilder. I'm hoping he can pull this third fight off. Like I said, the second fight, he was definitely beat up. He was forced to go backwards. He was forced to, work on things to box in the way that he's not used to. I'm thinking that Malik Scott, has worked on his balance, on his footwork, on his ability to slip a punch and move off the back foot. So I'm going for Wilder, man. He seems to hit physical condition. People are talking about what's his name, Tyson Fury, the fake Corona, but I think that the reason why Wilder and his kid didn't make a big fuss because they wanted the extra time too, and they felt like the extra time.
You ain't got me on speaker, do you? Because the speaker. You got it, brother. You got it on speaker.
You said what now?
Is it on speakerphone? Because it sounded a little distorted.
Say again.
Take it off speakerphone.
Can you hear me now?
Better. Go ahead, man. Just put it right to your ear like you're talking to me regular. Now, say that last part again for me, please.
No, I was saying that people was talking about Wilder's camp not, asking for an investigation into Tyson Fury's positive COVID results. But I think that their team look at it like, we needed the extra time and the extra time to prepare for this fight not going to hurt us.
Fury. Hold on. Well, Fury got back on the plane and left. They've been complaining about it the whole time. I mean, but the fight got moved. So, yeah, I mean, you can run, but you can't hide. But give me your last take, man. How do you see it going out? Is it by knockout, by decision? Yeah, I can't hear him. I can't even hear him. But it is what it is, man. Sometimes you can hear people clean. Sometimes you can't really hear them that good. But it's all love. Hopefully you can get your audio situated. Shout out to Taylor Bell. Oh, that's loud as hell. Yeah, I turned it up so I can hear him better, Mike. You heard him? It was a little. But shout out to Taylor Bell. Shout out to Taylor Bell for the super chat. And again, shout out to Bands on Bands for setting off the donation. Taylor Bell keeping it going. I really appreciate it. And he came back on the double up. And shout out to Muhammad Ali. See you out here, champ. The champ is here. You trolling like a mug with that name, man. You know you wilding. He wilding. You see that Eclipse?
Yeah, I see that. I see somebody calling themselves Muhammad Ali. Hey, let me this is kind of old because it came up like almost 30 minutes ago. But did that guy Jeff compare Tyson Fury to Floyd Mayweather?
I might have missed that in the chat, or I might have
Yeah, he
missed it
got to
on purpose.
relax, buddy. I love you, buddy. I'm saying it with all love and everything. Relax.
Hey, look, somebody brought up the Crawford Porter fight. Y'all know I'd be remiss if I didn't do that one. Y'all already know we can mix that up all day. That's like the story that we gotta get going. I'm all for that one. How do you guys see this fight playing out? I'm gonna end that other poll and we'll start this poll right here. And yeah, who do you see winning this one, bro?
Well, you know, first of all, as an official ambassador of the great state of Ohio, shout out to former champion Sean Porter. We love you. We wish you dressed better, but we love you. And yeah, but Bud gonna get that ass. But pause. As a matter of fact, no pause. He gonna bust it. He gonna bust it open. I'm telling you. Terrence gonna beat that boy, and he's gonna beat him in a way that's gonna make all the Errol Spence fans say, "Well, damn." Because if they tripping about that little knockdown that Spence got off of Sean Porter, they gonna really have something to say when Bud stops him. And I see Bud stopping him in the middle rounds.
I like TKO, put him to sleep. What?
I see it could be I can see it could be a TKO ref stoppage. Like he only goes down 2 times, but when he gets up, he doesn't look right, and so the ref's like, "I've seen enough."
So you don't think Kenny Porter will stop it?
All right, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think Porter can do anything other. I don't think Porter can do anything but other than just you know what I'm saying, just try to be difficult and try to frustrate Bud. But the thing that people don't understand about Bud, the reason why I'm so sold on Bud is patient and Bud is a student of the game. And so I think when you try to use the the usual tactics to frustrate a fighter, kind of say the things that Fury did to Wilder in the part 2 fight. I think that Bud is patient enough
Your audio.
to go ahead and deal with it, see
go.
what it is, and that's why I say the middle rounds. I think he'll take them first 2 and 3 rounds to try to establish his thing and see what Sean has for an answer. And once he sees Sean's answer, it's going to be game over because I think Bud just has that many tools in his toolbox. He can answer anybody, and he's smart enough to process the data and make the adjustments in real time.
Okay. Yeah, I just think he's an all around better fighter, man. I think he's a smarter fighter. I hate to use that terminology because it leaves a lot more to be desired when you say somebody's smarter than you, right? That's not, I don't mean it in that way in a derogatory manner. I just think in the ring, his brain is going to click a little bit quicker. He's going to be in there making boxing moves versus Sean Porter. He's going to do it the Porter way. You get what I'm saying? He's going to do it the Porter way, and some of those things he's going to do. Sean Porter got a, who did he get that draw with? Was it Julio Diaz? Sean Porter just does things sometimes in the ring where he's like in the ring where he's stalling out, just moving around. He get hit with a good shot. He just go crazy, like it's just all wilding, gets clipped, hugs, smother his own work. But more importantly, he drops his hands and lunges in with his head. And I think he's gonna get clipped.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And it's gonna look bad.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I believe that Sean Porter has no disrespect to the former champ, but I look at him as a poor man's Pacquiao in the sense how Pacquiao, for all of his greatness, still had them huge flaws in his both offense and defense, where his aggression and the fact that he'll take a round off, then all of a sudden just try to open up, and he's literally opening up when he's opening up. He's letting his hands go, but he's just lunging in with his head down or his hands open. And you've seen in the fights that Sean Porter has lost, as well as with Manny Pacquiao, that anybody who can process that data and adapt to it in real time will say, hey, man, rushing me with his arms open. He's rushing me with his hands down. And then you just step to the side or step back and hit him with them crispy pieces with a biscuit.
Or time him.
Yeah, exactly. Or time him. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If you don't just counter them with the biscuits, you know what I'm saying? All you do is you just, after 2 rounds of seeing that, if you could process the data, anybody who billy goats or anybody who really takes one step forward with both hands open, both of their hands not on earmuffs, but both of their fists pretty much like their shoulder. You know, left fist at your left shoulder, right fist at your right shoulder, just chest and face completely open as you step forward. And you're the shorter fighter? Are you serious? And this is something that Porter does. Like you said, it's the Porter way. He has had success doing that, but then also he has had his difficulties doing that. He's Brett Favre. He's going to throw the ball. Yes, he got 500 yards, but he threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, Ali. Same costume makers, but less weight from what I'm hearing. Shout out to LeVar Cooper. He said, "What up, Bruce Goes, my brother." Somebody laughing and said, "Hit him with the biscuits and slap him with the gravy slap." Hold on, Taylor Bell. I got you. He said, Taylor Bell said, "Hit him with the gravy slap." Look, man. Let me drop this link too. Want to get y'all take on this one, and this will probably be. We'll probably close it out this way. I'll open the panel up. So if anybody want to call in, give me their take on this Wilder Fury thing, you can call in, or I might close the phone line. If you just want to beam in, that's cool. Just beam in. I'll leave the phone line open, matter of fact, because some people prefer to call in. So if you want to join the panel, give me your take on Wilder and Fury. This will be the time to do it. The link is out there, and I'll pin it to the top. Also, the new poll I have in the chat is saying who will win between Bud Crawford or Porter. It looks like Crawford by KO is leading the way. Crawford by KO is leading the way. Also, guys, I need y'all to smash that like for me when y'all come into the room. I really appreciate it. If you guys hit the like, it means a lot to me. A lot of people have came in and seen this video tonight, and we need the views to match it so YouTube will know y'all are real people, not bots, right? So thank you so much, and salute to you as well, LeVar. LeVar says salute to me. So, but yeah, man, that's my take on that, man. I think King Asian Math is capping, talking about Porter got some surprises. He gonna surprise himself, I'm sure. I just don't see
Yeah, man.
it.
Hey, Mark, I love King Asian Math. You know I love you, King. But the only surprise Porter's gonna have is when he wake up and say, "What happened?" And they gonna be like, "Bro, the fight's over."
Oh, so you think
said, "What? I am surprised."
Yeah, I don't know if he'll sleep him, but I think they definitely gonna save him. That like the referee is gonna stop him. Do we know who the referee is gonna be for Wilder Fury yet? Because last I heard, nobody's been able to tell me the referee. I do not know. So hopefully somebody in the chat, or maybe Mike will know. Do you know who the referee is for Wilder Fury?
Who is the referee?
That's what I just asked you. Who's on first?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. King Asian Mav, welcome back home to the neighborhood. How you feel?
Oh, salute. 56 sitting on 56 mil, as we all should feel. Salute to you, Eclipse. as I can't use this term. I'm finna say as Ricky.
Let me get this line. Let me get this line real quick. 718. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, East. Maji from New York City, the Bronx.
Hey, what's good? What's good? This is my cousin Kat.
What's up, cousin? I'm over here by Yankee Stadium. Come through.
I can't. I'm right here in Atlanta hosting a live show right now. I wish I could, though. I need to pull up, though. I need to pull up sooner than later. How you been, though, cuzzo?
Right. Yo, everything is love. You know, the atmosphere is okay. It's getting kind of breezy and fall here in New York City. I'm loving putting on the hoodies. But you guys, I want to chime in the Wilder and the Fury.
Let's get it.
I think Wilder is going to get cheated again, bro.
Oh no!
They're gonna
Don't
cheat
say
him out
that.
because you know what? The ring is it's
You
a mafia.
what?
It's a mafia, man, and everything is rigged, bro. So they're gonna give it to the White Hope. You know, and they don't even care that the gloves are slapping back and forth. You'll see that. They just keep dancing around it. First of all, Fury, please allow me to say this. Coming from the Bronx, please. Fury is a ball. He has a body like a 60-year-old woman that lives in I don't know where. And the way he boxes, yo, I'm from the Bronx, bro. I got better dance skills than him. I'm talking about Fury. I mean, the way he don't got no swag whatsoever. And when he giggles, he giggles like a teenage blonde teenager girl. I mean, what grown man is forever sticking out his tongue out? And what grown man is licking somebody else's blood? And nobody's addressing this? First of all, I want to thank you for your platform. You're doing positive work. I'm going to definitely support, subscribe, share, and hit the bell. Keep on keeping on. Maji from the Bronx.
Maji from the Bronx. Okay. I'm so glad you pulled up. Yeah, welcome home. Welcome back to the neighborhood. You are my family, right? All right. Shout out to Maji.
That's right. Thank you.
Yo, that was a hell of a call right there. I ain't gonna lie. I kept thinking Maji was my cousin Kathy from the Bronx. Y'all know I thought the whole time right here to the end that was my cousin Kathy, right? And I was like, "What's up, Kat?" No. So that
So you
was
really
Maji
thought that was somebody else?
I thought that was my cousin Kathy. They sound so much alike. And until at the end when she said, "I'll support and I'll subscribe," I'm like, it's supposed to be my cousin Kathy. She already subscribed. That's when I realized it's not my cousin Kathy. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. Let me give myself a big ass slap in the face, and tell myself, in the words of Stephen A. Smith,
You can't smoke weed. Period.
King Ajamev, you give me your take, man. What is this fight about? I know we talked about this before on other episodes, but I'm gonna ask you now. You see, we got a lit show tonight. Got a lot of new people here, so give us your take on who's gonna win and why. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the guy who coined the phrase "Glovegate."
No, you're definitely not mistaken, and it's also the same guy that coined Redemption Gate.
Oh shit!
So you're not mistaken. And we dare anybody to come on any platform and prove that they coined Glovegate before the one and only. Not bragging, just fact.
For sure, well, man. Give me your take on this. I ain't gotta ask you, picking Wilder, right? And tell me, how do you see the fight playing out? We're gonna talk about this all week.
Okay, yeah, it's redemption. He's gonna redeem himself, and it could be done in various ways. I'm expecting a brutal KO of epic proportions, somewhere around the mid to late rounds. I think he's just gonna play when give the people their money's worth for entertainment purposes, take them to deep waters, and then just drown them. Hopefully, Fury's corner won't throw in the towel, but don't be surprised if they do. They probably don't want to see the finish him. All right, Yuki. And then, just save him. So
Hold on. Wait a minute. You just hold up, bro. Those are two different games.
We know it.
Finish him is Mortal Kombat. Yuki is Street Fighter. You tricked me.
Hold up, fam. I know this is your show, and I missed one. Ultra. It's gonna be all three of them because this is a trilogy.
Man, so wait a minute. He was Scorpion, Ryu, and Glacius at the same time?
Hey, now, you got to go with. Oh shit! You got to go with. Damn, I'm forgetting their names now. But the three boxes of Jax, Combo, And come on, man, help me out. I'm low, you know, I'm 56. But I was the shit on all three of them. I bullshit you not. That Killer Instinct goal, I smashed
Oh,
on.
Killer Instinct was my shit, yo.
Oh,
I
the
used to
on the
love
one
Killer
that was on,
Instinct
yeah, the one
and
that
Double Dragon.
yeah,
But
that
Killer
was
Instinct
combo
was
on there. Am I
yeah.
right? Oh, my bad, Mark. That
Nah,
was
nah.
combo right clips.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
now
was combo right there. Yeah, you ultra, because that's why I said Glacius, because I get Glacius and do Cat so dirty.
oh yeah, you're right. I wouldn't pick combo against Glaciers. I know this is going a little bit off topic, Mark. I'm a gamer.
A little. A little.
But we keeping it boxing. Hey, now I wouldn't pick combo against Glaciers. I have to go get
You losing them. You losing them. Just leave it where we left it at. Let's just get
yeah.
back to these guys.
All
Let's
right.
get back
Yeah.
to
Wilder
boxing.
gonna win,
Okay.
basically.
Wilder
Okay.
gonna win big.
Now, Wilder is going to put on a performance, you know, of the ages that he's accustomed to. Expect that, believe that, and he will achieve that. Fury knows what time it is. They're you know, everything is getting checked out the gate, so he have no tricks to be able to, you know, no smoke and mirrors this time. So he got to come in mano a mano. This is what I would give Fury. First fight, he was able to use, you know, the footwork and all that. I don't think he have that anymore. I don't think he have that no more. That was what was that thing? An anomaly. You know, caught lightning in a bottle that night, and he still got stressed out. He don't have that anymore, and so he's primed for that vicious KO. That ultra finish him and Hayuki.
Well, look, let me see if I can get
Okay,
somebody who's rooting for Tyson Fury to beam in or call in before I land the plane. Anybody who rooting for Tyson Fury or believes he's gonna win, you are more than welcome to call in and or beam in before we end the show. Probably gonna end it in about 20 minutes. So now's the time. Please do it if you want to do it. Do it now. King Asia Math, somebody said in the chat, and that guy clips, his name is Willie Harris Sr. He said Bud is gonna run out of gas. And I'm like, since when? Like that you can't.
What, Bud's gonna run out of weed? He ain't gonna run out of stamina. What kind of gas he talking about? You ain't seen Bud fight?
I just
Bud
don't
is
get
wire
it.
to wire. He's sideline to sideline.
If
First
anything,
bell to 12th bell.
hey, look, but you right, and has not guys out in the 12. He like Sean Porter hasn't had any power to stop any or drop anybody in a long time. I believe the last guy he stopped was Andre Berto, if I'm not mistaken. Prior to that, it was like Paulie Malignaggi. He doesn't have the power. He's the guy who gets fatigued in the later fights, in the later rounds. He's the one who, you know, does the little, you know, what they call it, the Cleveland shuffle.
Yep.
Throws a wild punch, then want to hold. He damn near ran from Julio Diaz the last 2 rounds of that fight. Or is it Juan Diaz? My brain mistakes right slipping right now. I'll find it though. What's the guy's name that Sean Porter fought? And he was damn near on a treadmill the whole time. Got hit with a good shot. Looked at his dad. Looked at the referee should have let him keep fighting, but he stopped the guy from running that, Sean. And you can see him like, what? What you mean? You just ain't no standing 8 count. Let me get him. But I just don't see. I seen him get dropped by Broner, bro, because he had a lapse in concentration late in the late rounds. Was it 11th or 12th? I seen Spence drop him late. I seen Thurman, well, not Thurman. I seen Ugas drop him. That didn't get count, but if you see the way his legs looked when he got up, he was hurt from that.
No, and you got a good point. Not to cut you off, Mark, but remember, all them times that you said he got dropped, like you said earlier, how did he get dropped? In late rounds doing that over-aggressive shit where he's just trying to look busy, but he ain't doing nothing. He's just standing in front of you, trying to hug and smother his work. And yeah, all somebody's got to do is either step back or time his ass, and what'll happen? Sometimes he wasn't even hurt, but what happened? He sat his ass down because sometimes it's just physics. You can't just lunge in and be over-aggressive the way Sean Porter has been over his career, not against an elite fighter.
And he gave away those last 2 rounds to Julio Diaz to get that draw. Like he could have won that fight, but he got hit with a good shot and didn't want no more of them last 2 rounds. He didn't want no more. That's how he got a draw in that fight. He could have won that fight though. But go ahead. You had lost your connection, I guess. Go ahead, Eclipse.
No, that was just my point. Yeah, my signal's going out. I just pulled up to the crib. But yeah, I love Sean Porter. Not just because he's from Ohio. I do respect the work that he's done, and I'll give him all of his flowers. But there's flaws in his game. You've seen he has trouble against the gatekeepers. And Bud is somebody who is an elite in his division. The mistakes that Sean Porter has and the flaws in his game, the chinks in his armor, are things that Bud has exploited on fighters his whole career. And so it's like, as much as I want to be like Ohio versus all y'all, nah, Bud got this one.
You know what your eyes see, right? You're not lying to yourself.
Right,
Just to root for
yeah.
your hometown guy. Now, here's the thing. Get back to the Wilder part. Excuse me, of the show. Muhammad Ali said, I can't say that. MA right here said Wilder's manager Finkel, I believe, Shelly Finkel, already said they're not interested in Undisputed. I don't believe that. I never heard them say that. I would love for you to give me that link, email me that link. Because as long as I've been hearing Deontay Wilder, he's been saying one champion, one face, one name. One champion, one face, one name. He said it again in the interview he did today with Brian Custer. So you can find that. I'll put the link in the description block for the video so you guys can find that on the replay. But he definitely said that today. He said, hey, the quicker I get to that, the quicker I can retire, man. He said, because I want that done before I can retire. So I definitely heard him say that today. So I don't know where you heard Wilder's manager say that, but I heard it out his mouth today. Yeah, he said he wants Undisputed before he retired. Like Porter said, Bud makes fighters fight at his own pace. Who did Bud get dropped? I don't know.
I think what he's trying to say is, who did Bud get dropped by?
Well, on paper, he's never been dropped in amateur or pros. But if you want to say Mean Machine, I'll give you that. He didn't get dropped clean enough where they counted it. Sean Porter got dropped clean. Left hook, bam. Adrian Broner dropped him. What's his name? Errol Spence, bam, clean, caught him with a left, dropped him. Like when he get dropped, it ain't no playing it off for no slip. Now, Ugas, I think Ugas got robbed of that knockdown, but Ugas definitely knocked him down clean, and his legs told the story of that when he got up. Would you agree, King Asia Man, for that guy that Ugas did drop him in that fight?
Yeah, I thought Ugas actually showed way more dominance than he was given credit for against Sean Porter. Actually, like I said, I am a Porter fan, and that was one of the fights where I was like, yeah, Buddy has a ceiling. He has a definite ceiling and a cap on his abilities and skill level, because Ugas made it seem like, in my opinion, there wasn't much Sean could really do. And when he did get that knockdown, I was like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? It convinced me, but of course, like you said, the judges and everyone else didn't look at it like it was a big deal. But I don't know. I watched fights differently. I wasn't watching fights for, the normal things. I was looking at Sean's body language, especially during that fight. That's what I was still a very avid, diehard Porter fan, and I was looking at things in his body language, and it's like, nah, he's hurt. Nah, he doesn't want it. Nah, he's trying to stay away from Ugas. You feel what I'm saying? Because, yeah, he felt that. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, in the other fight against the Diaz kid, it was like, nah, Porter doesn't need this, and he's doing all the little fuckery a la Tim Bradley, Manny Pacquiao. And what was the Russian kid that Bradley that got cheated against Bradley? Where even Bradley admitted he was Monaco, yeah. Where Bradley even admitted he was concussed and knocked out over several times during that fight on his feet. And anyone who's just watching knows that, no, if it wasn't for the attractive name that Tim Bradley had, or even in back to Porter in them different fights. If it wasn't for that attractive name, that ref would have been like, hey, you got to show me something. Stop clinching. Or would have just gave him standing 8 counts on some of them combos where he was just getting smacked and trying to, you know what I'm saying, and just trying to flail around and act like he's okay. When you look at his legs and his eyes, he's not there.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. He said interviewers with Boxing Social and Shelly Finkel. Well, the one I heard today was from he was talking to Brian Custer, and I've been playing clips of that interview throughout this episode. I want you guys to check it out though on Brian the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer. And because let me see what we got right here.
I don't get in my business a lot, but I'm a very happy person at this point in time. I told my daughter when she was 1 year old.
They're gonna ask him about
here for you. This one comes from Twitter. It says, Deontay, what are you going to wear for this fight?
Here we go. They asked him what he going to wear. Here we go.
Just you wait.
Are you going to have another one of the costumes, or are you just...
Just you wait. That's hey, buy tickets just to see what I'm going to wear.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Click that pay-per-view button just to see what Deontay Wilder is going to wear.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Trust me, other people will do it.
There you go.
This one from Twitter, it says, what do you think about the Jake Paul movement?
Okay. Because that's what fighters and different fighters.
They asked about Jake Paul. I don't care about that. He started talking about cheating though. Yeah, here we go.
But you know, that's what happens. And when you see YouTuber guys or inspired fighters that want to fight or whatever people may call them, you know what I mean? I'm going off of what people say or calling them, whatever they want to call themselves. When certain fighters or whatever see that, it upsets them, you know, because they really is in this sport. They're really doing it. They really, put their blood, sweat, and tears in this. You know what I mean? They're really coming out of the trenches, coming out of the dirt, the mud. And when they see somebody that looked a little bit more privileged in this and able to have, so many people tune in and stuff like that, man, that I can only imagine. I can't millions upon millions of dollars, and I invested very well. I'm, at this point in time to do that. 12, but I don't think my queen trying to give it. Give me 12.
He started talking about how many kids he want to have. So let me see. Where's the? It's a part in this I'm looking for, guys. It's a little over an hour long, so I didn't want to play the whole thing. Just wanted to skim through and find little parts that I wanted to talk about. Let me see if this is one of them. It looks like a court. While I'm waiting,
so many amazing people around me, man. I can truly say that. A lot of people, honest, and I
don't want to hear that. That's cool. But I'm looking for a certain thing to go to what the guy said in the chat. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully I can get it pulled up and I can find that spot.
Yeah, this time people don't understand how you go months and months and months and you trying to get your mind. I mean, it ain't trying. You go months and your mind is meditating on this particular person. You pounding and hitting everything that's in sight. You hitting the mitts. You hitting the speed bag. You're fucking hitting the heavy bag. You jump roping for one particular person. That's combat. So that's like premeditation of hurting someone. What do you think you're gonna say? It ain't gonna be nothing nice. And anytime some of these fighters say certain nice things, either they're just really scared or they hold back from saying something that they really don't want to say, but they worry about what others may say or think of them. See, Deontay Wilder don't give a damn. I don't care what you say about me. I really don't.
And that's a great place to be in.
You know what I mean? And it give me my sanity. It give me my peace, Brian. Because I ain't got time to be worried about what somebody think about me or what they're saying.
And I agree. You don't have a lot of time for that. I'm trying.
We'd have found another talent out of Deontay Wilder. Another one from Twitter says, this is on the opposite spectrum. Will you consider fighting the winner of the Usyk-Anthony Joshua rematch right after your win over Fury?
They asking him, will he fight the winner? Because he's talking about this undisputed. Here we go.
Or will you do some other smaller fights before that?
So this is the answer. This is the answer Muhammad Ali, who said he heard an interview today on Boxing Social that Shelly Finkel said they were not considering or not thinking about undisputed. This is from the man mouth himself.
Other smaller fights before that.
Yeah, I mean,
Another one from Twitter says, "Oh, this is on the opposite spectrum. Will you consider fighting the winner of the Usyk Anthony Joshua rematch right after your win over Fury, or will you do some other smaller fights before that?"
yeah, I mean, certain. Well, he could be new to boxing, or he could be new, or he or she, whoever asking that question, could be new to me.
You hear that? Let's stop right there. He said, you must be new to boxing or you must be new to me. Ali, you heard that, right? That's what
In
he
other
said.
words, he been on what he's on.
Facts. Now let's hear him say it.
But anybody knows me knows. I know my true fans already know the answer. You feel me? But anybody that knows Wilder knows I'm seeking one champion, one face, one name. And the faster I can get that, the faster I can retire and get the hell out of here.
Heard that? Now what you think of that? Ali, what you hear that? I almost got it verbatim. That's what he said. He said, the faster I can get undisputed, the faster I can retire and get the hell up out of here. I'll run it back one more time.
But anybody knows me knows. I know my true fans already know the answer. You feel me? But anybody that knows Wilder knows I'm seeking one champion, one face, one name. And the faster I can get that, the faster I can retire and get the hell out of here.
How when we talking about how close? Are we talking a year or two away?
From what, retiring?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta unify the division first.
Heard that? He's at retiring. He's like, I gotta unify the division first. The man say he wants to be undisputed. He want to unify the division first before he retires. I'll play it one more time, Ali.
From what, retiring?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta unify the division first.
Right. Got it.
You know what I mean? And then we can have those conversations after.
Got it.
But as fighters, man, when you try to retire, that money even come even more, man, and putting all them millions up in your face and stuff. And, but when I get to that point when I really feel like it's that time, like I don't think no type of money would be able to drive me to not do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I got so much joy in my life. I can't say it enough. I got so much joy and happiness in my life, man. I don't care about what's going on in the world, man. I really don't, man. Y'all have fun, bro. Whatever y'all go and y'all be around certain people and, you're buying this and buying that, I'm happy. Like, I'm the type of person, I sit back, I get happy for people.
Yeah, so he definitely wants to be undisputed. So let's put that to bed. That's out of, so I don't, whatever his manager said they want, that is what he said right there. And that was today. So I don't know how old that other interview was, but this was today. King Asia Math, my guy, that guy Eclipse, man, this has been a hell of a show. Y'all make sure y'all pull up on the boxing section. Shout out to my guy Kyle. Make sure y'all follow Ricky Williams. Just type in Ricky Williams boxing. He'll be the first one to pull up. And as always, man, I'm gonna let my guests get the last word. Go ahead, y'all got the floor.
Man, it's going to be a great weekend of boxing. It's going to actually be a great couple weekends of boxing coming up. Let's end 2021 in love and, and let's just, I can't stress enough, y'all. No one knows when, Daddy calls you to your room. So, go on and make the most of it. We ain't here to always agree, but let's live harmoniously. If you can't have peace with, peace is a state of mind. So, have it in yourself and then maybe you can live harmonious with people. I love y'all. Great show. Bomb Squad.
Absolutely. King Asia Mav, you got the last word.
Yeah, the countdown is on and this week is going by real quick as I predicted. We're already at Tuesday. And y'all just sit back, get the popcorn ready, and be ready for redemption.
Absolutely, man. It's been a hell of a show, man. Y'all know me, man. I love chopping it up with y'all about this boxing thing. Love talking to y'all about hip hop and sports. And really, man, I could have been here all night, but all good things must come to an end, right? I don't want to hang out here till there's only 7 of y'all left because y'all know me, I hang out all night. But I got some work I got to get done for some other content creators. Yeah, man, your boy marqnash is in high demand right now. I appreciate everybody who's supporting the show with their time, their energy, their money, spending your time. Just clicking that little like button helps me so much. Just click and share on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. It's called Breaking Beats, not with no G. I'm the G. All right. So it's Breaking Beats without the G. Breaking Beats. And please join the Facebook group while it's still open to the public. And I'm going to let you guys post your content in there. It don't have to be all boxing. Whatever you into. Hold up. Not whatever you into. Not whatever you into, homie.
There you go.
Let's have some decorum there. But for the most part, business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, hip hop, whatever you want to put in there, man, we're gonna have fun with it. All right. With that said, man, dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm about to go get this bag. It's your man,
Hey, Mark.
Nash.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Hey, can I holler at whoever's in the chat real quick?
Go ahead,
Why
go
don't
ahead.
y'all match me? All right, I'm about to send Mark Nash a $25 cash app. Why don't y'all match me and we can get Mark Nash to get the whole neighborhood on this Wilder Fury 3 watch party?
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Fuck with me. Fuck with me.
Let's get it. That'd be dope.
Check the cash app. I got you, Jay.
Man.
Oh, let me give him the drop. There you go. All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for your time, your energy. I'll see y'all on Wednesday unless something happens and we gotta do a pop-up episode. Hopefully Fury don't get COVID again. And that's crazy.
Right.
He never had to show evidence of that. Ain't that crazy? He had to produce no evidence to prove that he had COVID. I find that odd at the least. And again, shout out to Miss Darla Paducci out of Pittsburgh, who won my free laptop giveaway. Guys, we're gonna do other giveaways before the year is out, so don't feel discouraged if you did not get okay, that's still that guy clip. Don't feel discouraged if you did not win the laptop. It's all good. We got you on the next one. All right, I love y'all. I see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey, Mark.
What's up?
I want to say shout out to the Queens, even though they didn't pull up tonight. Patricia and girl on the mic.
Yeah, shout out to girl behind the mic and Queen P as well. Absolutely. I'm sure they was around somewhere just watching. But they was like, man, we don't know. They ain't see no other topics up here. It's just
just keep boxing. It's that time. It's that time. You know, that's you know.
Yeah, we kicking in that mode right now. And the numbers didn't lie. It seems like the neighborhood really appreciate it, and it seems like they appreciate having that phone line open, so they can get their bars off. So it's all love, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
This that squad.